So this is why I've been editing them, so you won't have any problems when they try to do the review, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it says add suitability, and it still says under review. It says it's still under review. And I'm like, dog, it's been almost a week now. It's been days. It's never taken this long. That was on Tuesday.
Why don't you upload it immediately?
Well, this is just when I had already had it on YouTube. It had already been through the thing. So I told him just like, yo, why y'all tripping? And then even when I did, this is what gets weird. So
which one email? Laugh at Chaz. Which one?
Chaz at Gmail.
I have none of those. What y'all do?
That's how you email me.
Well, yeah.
That's me.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, keep going.
All right, so I was doing these reaction videos. Right, they've only been on the Patreon so far, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can do this one is in dispute, so I can get paid for it, right?
Okay.
You can't use their music, but you can do a thing where it's like
turn it down.
You can do like a reaction, like it has its own class for reaction if you make it something that is pure commentary, right? So this one still says in dispute, I can't do it. But this one, however, says in escrow, okay? Which right now it can build money if you put it on, and then it will decide what happens with it.
I don't think because as soon as you play like at least 5 seconds of music, it will deflect.
But there's a way to do it where if it's a reaction video, if it's made to be different content, you go like, oh, I know this isn't my music. I had to do a whole thing with the dispute, and you got to like send in stuff like that. So I'm just trying to see if it works before I actually post it. Otherwise, I just keep it on Patreon. I mean, I will post it, but I'm gonna get it for the Patreon first. Let's see what happens then.
Well, what up? What up? We got 5 up in here already.
What's up, Kurt?
Yeah, favor.
Ennis is it.
I found out who Ennis was for the first time on
You're awful. You've been talking to people for like
I've been talking to her for a long time on Instagram.
We started
she got a different name on Instagram.
We started just like January, February, bro.
All right, I'm 12 now.
Yeah, what's up, 12s? What's happening, 12s? What's going on? Come on, man. What's going on? Oh, you can't. All right, so you already went live then.
Yeah.
Oh, well, never mind.
Never mind.
Well, because
you said I have to create the
right, but you put it in it's like public though.
Oh.
You have to make it like a listen. It's all good.
Yeah, I definitely gotta do that.
Dion Lack's hilarious guy.
Well, why can't you do it?
You can, but everybody who's on Patreon is already gonna have it now because it's public. But then you'd have to like end it. You know, I'm not gonna do that to these good people. You know what I'm saying? How you feeling, Twilla? Get to see ya.
Mamma mia.
What's happening, good people? How we doing? What's up, Jam? How you feel? Oh, great. Yeah, you got coffee in here somewhere? Can I make some?
Sure.
I don't like Dion's attitude, y'all. Dion good catching ass whooping from me. We gonna fight in here. Cause I'd be like, yo, Dion, such and such. And he'd be smart ass. And I go, hey, Dion.
Chaz be acting like I work for him. Hey, make some coffee.
Hey, Dion, all these smart ass remarks, we gonna be fighting in this piece. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, Dion a big boy. I gotta cheat, stab, bite him in the thigh, inner thigh. You ever bit on the inner thigh?
I haven't done this at all. I promise you. I promise you. This is a latte. Thank you, bro. Oh, this is more. That's what I'm saying. I just got into his apartment. You can ask, want to sleep with me? No. I had coffee at her spot. Let them know. Hey, Twills. Let them know. I had coffee at Twills function.
Took this nigga's coffee, yo. You know what I'm saying? I ain't taking shit from Dion like that. Yeah. Now, man. So this nigga's coffee, B. You know what I'm saying?
And
You about to get dealt with.
She has coffee in her lobby, and I'm always taking. I don't eat whether I need it or not.
That's dope. That's one of my other Friday favorite lines. To be so small, about to get dealt with.
From
The small lines of Friday, dog. Make me.
no, you see liable.
Hmm?
It's liable to get dealt with, right?
Liable?
Liable to
Get dealt with.
You said that?
Yeah, something like that. I gotta watch it now. I ain't seen that movie in years. No damn never line. Yeah, I had 8 cups of coffee, and then I had the shit. What's up, Fief? FIFA, Viva, Lupe, Luce, long live the leader. Old Lupe rhymes. Potato tacos. Wait, what the hell y'all talking about? Who's talking about random potato tacos? Oh, making potato tacos. Why, Annis, is that? What do you mean you're making potato tacos? That use some meat. What are you talking about? Hey, man, you ever have a deep fried baked potato?
Keep talking.
Why not, bro? Yeah, they put the whole thing in there with the cheese, bacon, all together. It was fully loaded, and then they deep fried it all together. I say, yo, y'all in the future, man. I'm up here. Huh?
Keep talking. I'm gonna see how it looks.
Lights on, lights on. Sounds like Dion is on jittery high. Nah. Are they stuffed potatoes? Good question.
What?
Are they stuffed potatoes? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's a supreme dream team up and coming up this game. For Hubcats, the selling rap. Name your team. What is it? Damn it. No one can stop
the
me.
Card in here,
Yeah. Huh?
The card is in here, right?
Yeah. Ghetto superstar. That was probably.
Did it look sexier when I turned the lights off, y'all? You see the difference?
What's that King sound? Why did they do that?
What?
He said, "Yeah, what y'all talk like?" And then it's like makes you have to still approve it for some reason. Yeah. I don't know. That should be weird.
Hey,
I had shrimp and cheese grits.
YEO is a derogatory term.
I don't know. A nigga hungry. That went through.
Yeah.
Shrimp and cheese grits this morning. Yeah.
Oh, let me see. So I'm gonna turn the light back on. See if it looks better like this or the other way.
I mean, there's lots that don't taste right.
You don't take it?
I'm just
well, I mean, I'll take it.
Just messing with light.
It's
just being a diva. Throw it on the ground. Make it again. I want one assistant I can treat like shit one day. I think it's better with the lights on, actually.
Better with the lights on?
I think so. What say y'all?
You take latte?
Yeah. Turn the lights off again. Yeah, it's better with the lights on.
Off?
On.
On?
Yeah. Yeah, light on. I got the vote light on in here also. I like what you did with the spot, bro. Yep, votes for on. On and on, on and on. Erykah Badu or Jill Scott? Who you taking?
I already posted that.
Who you taking?
I will take. Oh no! I posted Erykah Badu or Lauryn Hill, and my guess was Erykah Badu. But Jill Scott, still Erykah Badu. Still Erykah Badu.
You talking about music or everything all encompassed?
I mean, her body definitely helps a lot.
Badu's.
Why don't I hear nothing?
I just want to melt it.
Why didn't you tell me this? It's not plugged up. God damn it.
My bad.
Chaz.
My bad. Yeah.
Scroll face.
Can you bring your chair down?
I'm too tall?
Yeah. Every podcast I do, I'm always just like, why is everybody so big? What's up, kid? Clip from the Yip. Jilly from Philly is, oh, that sounds better. I can hear you on my left ear. You know what I'm saying?
It's the first time Dion Lack is on the left side, right?
Oh yeah. Oh, new twist. Look at this.
Yo.
Look at the height.
Yo, here we go. Tap, tap, tap.
Yeah.
Tap, tap, tap.
Dion's so tall.
Tap, tap.
Was Dion so tall? Mine so short.
Yeah.
Are you recording?
I am recording. When you see the numbers moving, that means we're recording.
This is the shit I'm talking about, dog.
That's the defecation.
That's the shit I'm talking about right there.
That's the defecation.
This is why we gonna square up. Soon as this cameras is off.
Hey, I'm proud of Chaz, man. Chaz out here making content, y'all.
Yeah, man.
Chaz out here making content.
Unemployed life.
Yeah,
I've
Chaz,
got
man.
so much time. Wait, how do I do this thing?
Yeah, man, you got the broke one. This is right here, dude.
It's okay. I just need to bring it over a little bit.
Oh, if anything, you can just do the bottom of it and just slide it over.
That's fine. It can be flaccid. I just gotta talk right here, which is fine.
Yeah.
The flaccidity.
Go up. Some. No.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Perfection.
Don't
How's
block
that
your mouth. Pause. Lack took over Squadcast. Oh, don't do me like that. Don't say I did that.
Is it and daddy issues?
Damn.
That's Dion's last invite for the next 6 months.
Yeah, that's what he told me. Taz, he told me that. He told me.
I think I just got a new gig. It might be back.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
That's what's up, my
We'll
guy.
We'll see.
My guy.
We'll see what happens, though.
Yeah.
Possibly, yeah,
Kid
yeah.
Clip, what is your name?
I know his last name is Clippers, so that's the Clip.
My God, you gotta join the Clippers, man.
Pistons all day, baby. You know what it is.
You gotta join the Clippers. My Rams lost, man, Thursday, and I didn't like that at all.
One game, bro.
Welcome back.
First game, one game. Man, I know they feel dumb for letting Von Miller go.
Why they let him go?
It's just,
That's
what
financially
happens,
they can
bro.
afford him?
It's just, I don't know if it was quite the finance or did Von pick where he wanted to go, because I don't know if he had the choice or not. But from the Rams to the Bills, looking like you still in Super Bowl contention.
Yeah.
And the Bills, yo,
Bills looking great.
They look great.
Their defense is nice.
And
they shut us down.
But you can see what happened. Like, you watched the whole game, right?
Yeah.
Here's the thing that's gonna mess up the Rams.
Oh, come on, don't open up with that.
Here's what's gonna happen, because they just got I forgot that. Who's that linebacker they just got from Seattle? You know what I'm talking about? No. They got
I just watched the highlights.
Oh my goodness.
You said that watched the game. I didn't. I lied. If you don't realize, Dion's a liar. I would yes and.
I was going to break down the game with you.
Okay. Go for it.
Well, I can't now. All right. So, anyways, they might have figured out the best way to handle Aaron Donald. Most teams. This is a blueprint for most teams to handle that defense, because what's his name got burnt up. The cornerback for the Rams.
Ramsey.
Ramsey got murdered all night.
Yeah,
it was embarrassing.
Mm-hmm.
He got killed. I think out of like 7 targets, he had they cost 6 on him.
They definitely highlighted that on the highlights.
Yeah, so he got burned up, right? So also, but one of the things that make Ramsey really good is that he is a really good one-on-one guy. Mm-hmm. And but sometimes you get caught up. But yet, that pressure that the Rams can put on the quarterback couldn't do it, because every time Aaron Donald was one-on-one, 2 seconds that ball's out. 2 seconds that ball's out. So they're just like, we're not giving this cat a chance.
Right.
So otherwise, when there's a longer play, you saw 3 dudes on Aaron Donald.
Yeah. Ooh.
And so it was a big difference. So now they're like, whoa, all right. So now the Rams, the Bills came with a great game plan.
Yeah.
They said, we know exactly. Aaron Donald's going to do what Aaron Donald do, so let's come
and we just kept getting sacked.
And they had no answer. They had no answer.
Had like 5 picks.
But those are different, bro, because 2 of those were tips. And I go I can't really blame Stafford for that. And one to cup over the head a little bit. And if you watch that, man, that play was so sick, because it was another no-look pass, same as it did for the touchdown. Mm-hmm. It was just a little high. Right. But to Cooper Kupp, had that worked, woo, you go, this is one of the greatest plays you've ever seen.
Yeah.
But I can't, if Cooper Kupp misses a pass, how mad are you at him?
Yeah.
You go, that's one of the dudes who get a pass for missing a pass.
Right. Oh, hello.
I should be a commentator. Anyways. When I broke down that game, I go man, the Bills are real, but also it's the first game for the Rams. This is you'd rather get it out the system. You get it out. You learn. I mean, I'd rather lose a first game than actually. I want to say I'd rather lose winning streaks.
I hate winning streaks. And then be like, dude, we 14-0, man. Don't lose. And the pressure of that.
That's why most teams just sit out everybody.
Yeah.
They just go we're not going to do this. Just sit out everybody and just take the loss on purpose.
I remember, I to this day, I hate the Patriots losing that Super Bowl, man. They were undefeated that whole season.
Oh.
They lost the Super Bowl.
Mhm.
They said, none of these games matter.
That team was going to be the greatest team ever. It's still probably the greatest team of all time.
Well, I mean, I don't want to compare it, but with the 71 and 72 Dolphins.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the Dolphins' fault, but you play more games.
Mhm.
They had to go through where they were 18-1.
Right.
So you play more games, but yet you're just like, I'm one win away.
Yeah.
And this is what I say: Tom Brady has only lost one Super Bowl himself. Because every time they've lost the Super Bowl, he's had the lead. So his defense has failed him every single time.
Right.
Tom has always put them in a position to win the game.
You think about it, he should have had 2 more rings.
Absolutely.
Because those Giant games?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. You're like, bro, I need you. And it was almost happening in Seattle until homeboy Butler got that pick.
Yeah.
And you're going to be like, again, dog?
Yeah.
If I give you guys the lead, hang on at it. The only game he really lost Super Bowl was Atlanta. They had that crazy comeback. That's what made them to go. That comeback. Who did they lose to? They lost to
You see Atlanta.
Atlanta. He came back. There was one that he owned.
Yeah.
Like that was like a real. They got.
They should have
beat.
lost that one. They should have lost that one.
But Tom went to 10 Super Bowls, bro.
Dude. And I hate people for saying that he's not the greatest white man in the world.
The greatest white man.
He's the greatest white athlete. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong.
The greatest white athlete. That is different.
How?
Because I can go Michael Phelps. He's the most decorated Olympian of all time.
Oh, man.
What you mean?
So here,
If you have a better white quarterback,
no, come on,
football player.
Let's do this. Quarterback and cornerback is the 2 hardest positions in football. Do you agree or disagree?
I disagree.
Quarterback and cornerback.
Yeah, I say quarterback, and I would give it to a middle linebacker. I was more so than a cornerback.
No,
it's hard. Yeah,
middle linebacker just like a safety. It's kind of like we're just figuring out what's about to happen. Cornerback, you have no idea what's about to happen.
Nobody on the defense does.
What I'm saying is at least the lineman, your objective is to
Well, lineman is the easiest position.
Right. Anywho,
defensive line tackle at that.
You said quarterback, so the point
quarterback
is,
is
the point is, so having the hardest position in NFL, right? Mm-hmm. Being the best at it at this level, going through the Super Bowl 10 times, and you still, as a team effort sport, not by you have to have a team. You're the captain of the ship, and you're telling me that
Michael Phelps
is better than Tom Brady
because he's the most decorated Olympian of all time.
It is a one-on-one sport with Michael Phelps.
No, it's not. Oh, you mean it's just him?
Yeah, it's just him.
Even with his team relays, he's got gold in relays also. Like he's the anchor. He's the Usain Bolt of swimming, and he's got way more medals than everybody ever to ever compete in the entire history of the Olympics. Michael Phelps is the greatest. Also, I would have to even give you you got to look at a Fedorov. There's other guys.
Who's that? Well, you're not laughing at me.
From tennis. Okay, well, you got to know your white athletes. You don't know enough white athletes. Fedorov is one of the greatest tennis players of all time.
I haven't heard of him. He's not that great.
All right. Okay.
Can y'all please comment who is a better white athlete? Why is that funny to you? Who's a better white athlete between Tom Brady and Michael Phelps? I say Tom Brady. Chaz says
I'm really
Michael
partial
Phelps.
to Tom Brady because he went to Michigan. That's the school I root for. So I'm a huge Brady is the GOAT. I'm the same Brady is the GOAT after he won 3 Super Bowls,
Right.
But yet, if you talk about the greatest athlete,
white,
I go like, yo, man, you got some. Michael Phelps is the most decorated Olympian ever.
How old is he?
40 maybe?
Topped out, nigga. He topped out at like 33.
He did it all. He was like, dog, I beat
kept going.
everybody and everything for
It's
the
a
longest.
physical sport.
And he wasn't going to do the last one, and he still won gold.
Tom Brady is in a physical sport.
That
is not physical. No one is touching you.
Wait a second. Have you ever done a swim class, a practice?
But anybody touching you?
Wait a second. I have to say, boxing. When I was in wrestling, we used to make fun of the swimmers. We used to call them all kind of horrible names that are not okay today. Okay, I did one practice with them, And we're wrestlers. We thought we were tough cats. And I said, yo, this is the hardest thing I've ever done.
Yeah.
It was the hardest workout I've ever done. I said, yo, my toes hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I think I lost 8 pounds that day. All water weight mostly. But I was like, yo, that's insane. Sore everywhere.
I don't agree.
You haven't done it.
So, that's pretty much the same as sprinting.
What? Hell no.
It's a lot of muscles.
Nah. I've sprinted before, and then I did that swim practice, and I said, yo, I've done track practices, boxing. Mm-hmm. Boxing's the only thing I can say that's up there with wrestling as far as like workouts.
It is a very violent sport, football.
Mm-hmm.
And they're attacking you.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like the objective for
you also have 5 to 6 to 7 of the biggest people in the world protecting you.
Right.
It's not like he's just like, oh, let me dodge all these cats.
And you have 11 people that would love to aim for your ankles and smack you from,
which you can't anymore because the Tom Brady rule, because he got hurt that 1 year. He did make a whole rule after he was hurt.
Ain't got a Michael Vick rule.
Yeah, I guess you can't be this good. He's the dog. He's the most decorated athlete in the world ever of all time.
I'm willing to wait for somebody to say something. There's 10 people in here. Nobody's saying that. Oh, we are back with another fantastic, fabulous, fun, fetty, wop, eye-dropping.
Come on, that's just some poor taste. Come on.
I don't know why I said fetty. I was about to say fettuccine, but now we're fetty. Episode of Lackaroni and Chaz. We are in. Oh! Too spicy.
I was waiting for it. You weren't ready for it?
No, I wasn't ready.
Yep.
We are back with another episode of Lackaroni and Chaz. Check, please. This is the new location. We are in LTE Studios.
I like it.
New spot, new digs. It is not finished. This won't be the final setup.
I like the trees, the foliage behind us.
Yeah, it's slowly getting there. It's going to be a little wider. We have 4 cameras and 4 mics. We will eventually get there. But this is the scrimmage. This is the preseason of the new podcast.
This is the precursor.
Thank you, bro.
My bad.
My kids are watching.
My bad. I meant precursor. I'm sorry, guys. Precursor. Are they watching?
No.
What's up, y'all? What's up, King Sam? So for those who are watching, you guys are watching live on Dion Lack's YouTube, Lacktoast Entertainment. Excuse me, Juan. If you're watching this on the YouTube channel, after the fact, you're watching this on my Chaz Rogers YouTube, which I appreciate you guys for subscribing and happening. Please like, subscribe, and tell your friends and all that good stuff. Mm-hmm. I'm going to shout out to everybody up in the live right now. What's up, Kid Clip from the Yip, Jamoya, King Sam, Claws of Glass, love it, Mo Yo in the house, Christopher Styles, Candace Muhammad, there was somebody else I missed, Anna Suzette,
Patrick Ewan, what's going on, brother? Emilio Escobar, hey, what's going on, man?
How you say his name?
Who's that? Coco Beware, yo, what up?
Who?
Coco Beware. Who was that?
Beware. Who the hell's Coco Beware?
Keep naming celebrities. Go.
Who is Coco Beware?
You don't know Coco Beware?
No. Who's that?
Are you serious?
What would he do?
You know who Coco Beware is? Coco Beware is maybe the first black wrestler that.
Oh, he did the Coco butt, the Coco headbutt, right? Isn't that his? Oh no, now you don't know.
I don't know his movie.
My dad told me about this cat a long time ago. I didn't know that was his name.
Yeah, Coco Beware. He had the bird, man.
What bird?
He had a bird. Coco Beware had a bird.
I gotta do some research.
Yeah, I forgot you like 19.
You know what we should start doing on here too? That we can. I don't know what we can do on here. We can do it on the live. But when I've been going live, I've been using Yardstream and to be like able to Google shit while we're here and everything like that.
So you can Google shit.
Yeah, like I can share my screen and then you can do that. I don't know if it'll work.
So on that side, yeah, you got to combine forces.
I guess it's not that hard because you can just insert.
Hello.
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, sorry, I was talking about Michael Phelps. In my opinion, that's one vote for Michael Phelps.
Come on, man. I'm gonna say this again.
Brady's great, bro, but and I'm a Brady fan.
Let me tell you something.
me tell you something.
Mhm.
I'm gonna choke shit out you. I need for you before this live is over with to admit that Tom Brady is a better athlete than Michael Phelps. Come on, man.
Athlete. Okay. Also, let's great.
Athlete.
Let's talk about athletics.
Okay.
Tom Brady's never been the fastest, strongest. He's not athletic wise. He doesn't come close to any of the new quarterbacks for sure. He was in the Peyton Manning realm of athletics. It was just like, oh, I'm really slow, but I'm accurate and I'm a great leader.
Right.
Great, great competitor, always prepared. Love all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Athleticism, far as how fast I can run and lift, I bet you Michael Phelps, and both their primes, murdered him. And everything athletic.
It seems we're decorated.
Well, it's already Michael Phelps. I don't know why you went back that way.
Because if you right, because he's not that fast.
No.
But accomplished.
Oh, he's super accomplished. Is he more accomplished than Michael Phelps?
I mean, come on, we talking about swimming.
And I got respect for swimmers, bro. I used to make fun of these cats.
Talking about swimming, bro.
No, man, them cats.
Talking about swimming versus a play, violent, huge, top of the line, death, injuries.
It's not even a football of old, bro. The quarterbacks are treated so carefully. They're just the safest position to play right now is a quarterback, unless you're a running quarterback. If you stay in that pocket, you can play. That's why Tom Brady's played for 23 years.
Yeah.
Hey, don't touch him, Tom. All right, we don't touch Tom.
His name is Timothy. Okay. His real name is Timothy.
It's not even the same. That's why I like when there's an argument of the greatest football players ever. And you know who comes top of the list usually?
Jerry Sanders.
Jerry Rice.
Why is that?
Because Jerry Rice has every single receiving record ever.
Oh.
Right. And I think he just got lost one for I think Larry Fitzgerald will end up passing him for most all-time yards.
Mm-hmm.
No one's going to touch him in touchdowns. No one's even close.
Really?
No.
Not even Randy Moss?
It's not even close. That's not even close. But even a lot of those records aren't even close of people coming to him. But Larry Fitzgerald been tagging along for a long time now. So that's just the thing, bro. Like Jerry Rice, he has every record. And it's a position where he's not the fastest receiver. He's not the biggest. Dude was just that amazing. You know what I mean? With the routes, the creativity that he had in there, the fakes, the work ethic that he has is always talked about. So and it's a position where you can get tore up. You know what I mean? He went through the middle. He wasn't scared to go out there. Randy Moss went through the middle once, got lit up, and never again. I'm outside.
Wow.
I'm running down outside. I'm not going.
Yeah, when you get cracked.
Oh yeah. Randy's like, I'm not built for this.
Yeah.
Hit me on the outside.
Yeah.
Jump ball. So
you know what? I had a wide receiver friend that would watch the cornerback's feet, and right when they cross over, he'll figure out a way to make them trip himself up. Great at it.
It's hard, man. It's hard to make
So I say cornerback.
Cornerback's a tough position, but you only have to guard one person
until they cross over.
It's still one person.
The thing is,
one area.
Listen, if you're watching this person and they're doing a run like this and they're doing all these little dances, a running back behind you like this the whole time, luring you out the whole place.
This is what happens when you're a middle linebacker. It's the same as a quarterback. Quarterback's like,
you gotta just watch the quarterback.
He does the same. No, because what do you have coming at you as a linebacker? You were offensive.
I mean, you got O line.
You got a pulling guard maybe. You have a tackle maybe. You have a tight end maybe. You have a fullback maybe. You have a running back maybe. I'm watching for 5 different people coming to just get me. That's not even telling you where the play is going.
Right.
That's not quick decision, pass or run. In that instant, I got to know exactly he's going this way, he's going that way, and I have to direct everybody to where they're going.
Yes, you do. You don't have. You can say pass or run.
No, I'm just not saying that. But
if I'm gonna beat your ass.
If I see motion, I got to tell you move. Outside linebacker, go. This is what we're doing. I'm watching for a crack block. Ain't no cornerback watching for a crack. You're on the outside edge. No, you're not.
Another wide receiver.
Matter of fact, if anybody who are these punk ass crack blockers are, that's it. You're watching for one person, another wide receiver, and you probably turned your back on them. Idiot. How you gonna turn your back on somebody behind you? You guard one person.
I realize that you're stubborn.
It's the breakdown.
Once you get to a point of no return, I just look at you up and down and say, "There's no way I can beat this. There's no way I can beat this."
I'm just saying, bro. It's just the facts there. Those are facts.
I know. I don't agree with you. There's no
one-on-one on the outer edge, yo. This is so
and
hard.
You gotta be fast, and you gotta know how to tackle.
Sure. Everybody does.
Dude, there's no way you can cover somebody. You don't know. It's gonna be an in and out. It's gonna be
the only person who doesn't have to know how to tackle and be fast is the quarterback. It's the only position that doesn't have to be good at more.
And somebody come at you full speed. Like, are they gonna juke me or are they gonna try to run me
Every
over?
position does that though. Every outside linebacker, every safety, every middle, who's not dealing with that?
But typically, you don't have size though. So if you see somebody, a fullback run towards you, like, oh shit.
The only time I feel bad for a cornerback is if it's DJ Metcalf or somebody. When I go like, he shouldn't, Megatron, but he shouldn't be in there. This is not fair.
What's his name?
This is not fair.
Is it like Metcalf from the Titans?
Seattle. Oh, Derrick Henry. You're talking about the running back. Derrick Henry. And that's a running back, right? Everybody's worried about Derrick Henry, and Derrick Henry loves to see a cornerback. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna eat this."
He can just easily step on him.
No, I go like, "Oh, this dude."
Here's a fun fact: I've never seen Derrick Henry with his mask on, his helmet on. I've never. I don't even know what he looks like. He could show up tomorrow. I'm like, "Hey, how you doing, sir? This is the bathroom right here."
Oh, you gonna know who he is. He gonna have that one long dread in the back, and he's huge.
Yeah,
that dude is a monster, bro. You see his workouts? Mm-hmm. Oh, him and Aaron Donald workouts are insane.
He worked out with Rock. I seen that.
Oh yeah. Aaron Donald has a video of him and his dad working out with knives. Like he's doing hand blocking, and his dad's like trying to stab him with a knife. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Okay.
So I say it since no one else is gonna bring it up, but Brady is a cheater, respectfully. So
he's a cheater.
So what?
He's an athlete.
So what, Candace? He's the greatest cheater winner of all time. I'm gonna tell you, bro. If I had 7 Super Bowls, you can call me whatever you want. Like he's a cheater. Why? Because I had deflated balls. Great. I got no problem with cheating in pro sports. Mm-hmm. Even like when the Houston Astros just won, because you know what happens? They still got that championship.
Yeah, they don't take it back, do they?
No,
no matter what.
No, it's about winning. It is about winning.
What if
competitive edge?
You know what I find funny when it comes to sports in general? Mm-hmm. These are American referees, meaning you had to be a fan of the game. Mm-hmm. You have to have a favorite team. Like imagine my whole life I was a Raiders fan, and then through some sort of freak accident, I am no longer an athlete. You got to have some sort of athleticism to run up and down the field. It's like, damn, my football career is over. But let me just go ahead and just be a referee. Mm-hmm. But it's like deep down inside, I've always been a Raiders fan, and now it's like pass interference. He by himself.
And you see his Raider tag. Trying to hide his Raider tag.
Yeah. Like, dude, you have to be a fan of a
you don't think Lions would have an 8-game winning streak every one I did? Every one I ref?
There's never going to be a Lions fan.
Holding. Every play is holding. Hey, man, I tell you guys not to hold. Lions would be killing it. Chaz condones all the cheating. I don't condone all the cheating. I only don't condone cheating when it's MMA or boxing or something like that. Mm-hmm. The one-on-one, I'm going to hit you in the face. Then I go like, you could kill somebody. Football, deflated balls, recording a practice. Man, I don't care about them shits.
I'll tell you something. If I'm getting my ass whooped as a offensive lineman, and this dude is swim move, rip, bulldozer, and he is whooping my like, Dion, get in the game. We have nobody else. Figure it out. I'm going to cheat.
I'm cheating.
I'm going to grab nipples. Get up
under them shoulder pads.
Yes. I'm going to shin.
Hey man, that's what you do. I'm trying to win.
Yeah.
I'm trying to win this game.
I'm holding every single time.
Come on, bro.
I'm holding real tight like this. Like there's no way he's blocking him like this. Why are their chests tucked together? I'm holding my ass up. Ref, we talking about my hands up here. My hands up here. I didn't hold him.
Okay, not much about my Astros. Hey, Astros admitted to the cheating, and still they're just like, well, what do you mean by cheating? What exactly?
How they cheat?
They had like signs or like whistle. It was like a really lengthy process of like signs. But dog, I go like sign stealing has been part of baseball since day one. Cheating is a part of baseball from day one.
Yeah, you doing your research.
It's 100% a part of the game, dog. Like I'm not mad at cats who go like, "Oops." I'm like, no, they got away with it. I just call it competitive edge, bro. I go, they got the competitive edge over you guys. You guys should. You can do the same thing.
If somebody in the Super Bowl, it was like, hey, here's their plays. This is their possible plays. Yeah. Would you like, hey man, let's not do this. I don't know.
Yeah.
Would you?
What? Great. I need everybody to study these. Everybody study these. This is the new play now. Defense, get over here. This is what we're looking at.
When they get in this position, they're gonna do either the wild.
And if it's right every time, I'll be over there like, think I'm a genius. Coach, you called the best game of your life. Well, you know, if years later they found out, they were like, you have a recording of you going through this with your players. And I'll be like, look, man, I didn't know what it was at the time.
Right.
You know what I mean? My coaching staff brought it over to me.
Right.
And had I known it was directly from them, I just thought they did their research. That's what I hired them for. I hired them to find the plays and to execute.
We have a ring camera. You saying, "Hey guys, come over here. We got their plays."
Let me see that.
Yeah, it must have been that cocaine I was on that day.
You should probably see that little. It's probably doctored a little bit. Right there.
It's like you look at the camera like, "Hey, cut that goddamn camera off." This is your coach, Jasmine Rogers. Cut the camera off. And he goes off. That's all. That's when we lost speed.
Well, we still won.
It ain't nothing about being loud and wrong. Man. That's my favorite.
I love being loud and wrong.
When you tell the girl, what you mean? You think I'm a cheater? Huh? You think I'm the type of man that will go out every single night sleeping on you and with other women? I am a man. I am a father. What's this?
That's you going down on said girl. That's when you go down there.
Oh, wait.
This is you coming up, wiping your mouth. That's you right there with the whole mouth wipe. This is you looking back into the camera, smiling. Yep.
You knew about this footage this whole time? Why would you ask me am I cheating? You had the footage. Hold on. First of all, what date is this? Because I think that was the time we had our break.
No. Look.
This was the time we had our break.
This is not during a break.
This was March.
Let me put. Here's the text of the break. Here's the date.
We're
taking a break, and then here's the date. As you can see, there's a whole 2 week.
Wait, what is this? What is this? Huh? What is this?
This is me catching you cheating.
Why? I mean, why are we talking then?
Well, here's the thing, though. It's just that, like, you said you've been loyal and faithful, and this is a lie. So, yeah, that's
no.
You.
Well, for one,
that's you right there.
This feels like a deep fake.
This is
because my hips don't even look like that.
Oh no, this is you doing your famous spin-a-rooney. That's the move, right? Isn't this your spin-a-rooney move?
Yeah,
that's. I need you to pack everything you have and get out. I don't think we need to argue about this anymore.
But while
here's you trying to. When I came home trying to give me a kiss, you didn't even wash my face. You just came straight for the kiss. That was the exact next thing you did. Here's you trying to hide her under the bed when you heard me come in the door. Here's you wangling your thing at me, trying to entice me.
The same unwashed penis.
The same unwashed penis.
I was wild that day.
Yeah. So I'm gonna need you to pack up.
The funny thing is, there's nothing on here, but you kept turning it on like.
if you can.
They talking about up in here.
Chaz, you were on the camera with audio.
Loud and all
wrong. Avoid accountability. Oh, absolutely. It just dated.
It's the worst.
So I see we're still feeling the effects of Dion's last appearance today. I didn't watch it. I don't know what happened on Daddy Issues yet. Run all receipts. Say no comment. Baby was a sketch. It was a prank. It was a prank.
I knew the cameras was there. I was holding my ankles like that on purpose. I was doing the.
You said you knew the teddy bear camera that I put in there yesterday?
Yeah.
You knew that was there the whole time?
That was a prank. We got you. That was your sister. We were planning out a surprise birthday party. I know you're turning 43. I know it's a special.
Why would you do this with my sister? My sister? Yo, people who smash with other family members, you're a different level, bro. That's
I didn't want it. She wanted it.
Woo!
I didn't want it. She wanted it.
Come
But,
on.
it's one of those things of like we already have a relationship. I know it's dark. I know it's dark. I know
We both got something to lose.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bro. Yikes.
Yeah.
Hit the road, Lack. That's what more you'll say. Hit the road, Lack. You got to pack your bag.
Hit the road, Lack.
If you're the type of person who smash most his family that you're dating, bro, you should just chop off your private parts, man. Penis gone, clitoris gone. You don't need it.
Yeah. There was a video that's out right now. I don't know if you've seen it, but there was a woman who has a set of twins.
Oh yeah,
by two different men. Mm-hmm. And the guy was sitting next to her on like the Today Show, like, yeah. I was like, nigga, no, ain't no yeah.
It depends what kind of relationship they have. because if it's just a chick I'm smashing and she happens to get pregnant, and I'm like, I don't owe anything to her.
No, but why are you on like? You understand that your girl
made history? I don't think it's even the first one. You got my kids are brother. What are you gonna do? They're siblings,
right? No, I'm not saying it's.
I'm like, hey, bro, you want to take this show on the road? What are you trying to? Me, you, and her, we can do this.
Because if he was the main guy and it was a new girl. Mm-hmm. I mean, like if he was the main guy and a new guy was like, while you was at work, I smashed Gerald, and he's like, hey, we having twins. He's like, why is this one dark? Why is this one white? It's like, okay, let me explain.
Was she a white girl or Latina?
She was like maybe Brazilian or something like that.
Okay.
And the baby definitely came out bright, and he was dark. Mm-hmm. The other baby was dark, and the guy was dark. So she definitely.
I love it.
And she's smiling like. Nothing's like this is crazy. No.
So, ma'am, do you know you're a whore?
A what?
Bro, I'm telling you, I'm so with her doing it. I love how exciting she is.
I mean, yes, it's an anomaly.
No, I like the fact that she's like, I'm not ashamed of this. She's not. She's supposed to be, dog. She's supposed to be ashamed of herself, right?
Sure.
Our society says you did something wrong. You smashed too. You're this. You're that. She's like, no. I'm not ashamed of this shit.
She's irresponsible.
Why?
Because A, raw, and 2.
Why is that irresponsible?
And 2, bust. and immediately afterwards,
Dion, have you had raw sex?
Yes.
Do you feel like it was irresponsible of you?
Not in the same moment. That was like,
do you feel it was responsible of you?
Was it irresponsible?
Yeah. Was it? No, I go like, honestly, I love that she's like, no, dude, you're not gonna shame me.
Yeah.
I love it. That's how she should be. We always talk about women need to have more independence. Women they're adults, they can do whatever they want. But then it's like, oh, when women have more than one kid, it's, you know what I mean?
But when it becomes irresponsible? Let's add the numbers up.
When you can't take care of them.
No, I'm just talking about sex.
What is irresponsible? What?
As in, like, if a girl was like, whew, I broke my record. I had sex in one day, 58 guys.
That's her business.
That's not irresponsible?
Only if it's in danger. Only if she's like giving out or taking STDs. Otherwise, that's 100% adult.
It's very irresponsible. If the first guy had gonorrhea.
Well, yeah, that is.
It ain't her fault.
If they're not vetted.
If it ain't her fault.
You gotta vet your dicks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
No, I go like, I'm not mad at grown folks doing grown folks stuff. You're allowed to do whatever you want to do. You're allowed to do whatever you want to do. But it's a shame game. I can't stand that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? My thing, even having a daughter, what I plan on telling my daughter is you can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. Don't disrespect yourself. Don't disrespect yourself. Don't let anyone else disrespect you. Mm-hmm. You can do whatever you want to do. Right. Respect yourself 100%. Mm-hmm. And that's it. And be safe. Mm-hmm. But I can't control what you're going to do. I'm not going to shame you out of being a dog, whatever you're into. I'm not going to do that to you. I'm going to tell you respect yourself and don't get yourself in a situation where you got to go to a doctor because of somebody else because you weren't being responsible with your safety. Right. Otherwise, man, live life. Who am I to tell you not to live a life? I've lived life.
Yeah. There's been a couple of times when I'm raw and I'm like, I kind of feel like
single in there,
pre-coming is sliding out right now.
Probably. Well, if you're raw, probably, definitely has happened.
You like, I think that just.
It's the hesitation in Dion's voice. The men should be shamed as well. Well, I don't think anybody should be shamed, bro. Why is this a shameful thing? Why is sex a shameful thing? Why sex? Why is it a shameful thing? Your butt. Here. All right. Here's an argument. It's not an argument, but this makes sense. Okay, it makes sense, but this is. I'm aware this is 100% wrong, but this makes sense. Go for it. Okay. So watching House of the Dragons. Okay, this is the spinoff from Game of Thrones. Okay, so homie was going to marry. He had spoiler alert. Have you seen any of them?
I haven't seen Game of Thrones.
Okay, well, I don't care now, okay? If you haven't watched any of that. All right. So anyways, this is back in the day, right? So this is the old days where as soon as you were able to have children, you were married off girls who are 13, 14 years old, right? Mm-hmm. The whole, if she bleeds, she breeds. That's the thought here, okay? Physically, your body is ready to have children by the time you reach 13, 14, whatever, right?
Right.
It makes sense to me for not people who are 50 on some 12-year-old, something like that.
Right.
But it makes sense for me that people have their children young. Now, mentally, it's a lot.
Right.
Okay. But physically, I go like, yeah, man, had I had a child at 14, I go, you know how much energy you have? I go like, that's crazy. I'd be tired as shit at 36 working a job and all this. I'm like, man, if you had a kid at 14 and you have a community there to help you raise this kid, life is really good, especially for like women. If you can, like one of the queen had a kid and she was like, okay, let's take the kid so the queen can sleep. And me and Yo were like, yo, that sounds fire. Right. I said, hey man, if I was 14, I could have that nap on demand. Yeah. Somebody just take a kid. I said, I get that. Yeah. That'd be great. It's when you're like, when you're old, because man, I talk to people who have kids when they're young and they be 30, mid 30, 40, but my kids get grown now. I'm like, that looks dope. So I'm not mad at the idea that your body, dog, because it makes sense to me. They're like, oh, if you should reproduce when your body's saying we're ready, right? Mm-hmm. Like it makes sense. But then, of course, there's everything else that you go like, and it's supposed to be a community of people being like, okay, hey, we got your back. We can do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, we got you at night. Blah blah blah. We just don't have those resources at all, you know. But I wonder what society would be like if people who are able to have children at their age, and it was way more community than it is independent. We live in a very independent society. You know what I mean? It's like you got to have this by yourself and this by yourself and that on your own. And I was like, I always wondered if we had a more, like a rah-rah community, everybody helps out. What would our society be like? I feel like it'd be way more children. But I also feel like it's the age thing that bothers me way more with another grown man and a kid. Right. Way more than two people who are like 14. I go, you two 14-year-olds, have at it. Right?
What is it? What is
in
the
olden day?
What is the difference of like a 14-year-old, 15-year-old? You have a problem with that? 14-year-old, 16?
It just depends. For one, it depends on who's boy and who's girl. Because there's different maturity levels, right? And here's what happens to women. I think women mature earlier than men for sure. Right? A 14-year-old woman and a 14-year-old boy, very different maturity levels. 18-year-old woman, 18-year-old guy, very different maturity level. What women tend to do is they start to look for somebody who's older who think they master maturity levels, so they find somebody who's in their 20s, 22, 23. But also, they're too immature to know an immature man when they see one. A mature man at 22, a man at 22 or 23 looks way more mature than he is to a teenager. You can be like, oh, he has this. He can still be living with his mom, but he's in college. Oh, you know what I mean? Right. That doesn't mean he's an adult. Doesn't mean he's a grown man. Doesn't mean he knows how to take care of responsibilities by any means. Doesn't mean he knows how to treat you. You know, it just means that he's literally older and he might not do as many fart pranks as the teenagers. Right. So I think it's misguided for a lot of women who start to looking like, okay, I need somebody who's more mature can handle this. And I go like, you don't realize how fast you'll be out of your lane by dating this dude early. So I think that's what happens to women. That's why I'm like, it matters like what the age of what sex is, because those things, man, they change on you quick. And by the time a woman catches up to an immature man, you can be like, oh my God, I'm really goddamn tired.
If you were in a relationship, if you were in a relationship with a younger woman, like you were.
I am.
Let's just say you were 15 and a half and your girlfriend was 14. Yeah, I get to that age of, I'm 18. would you break up, or do you kind of like secretly still date her?
The problem, by that time, parents are involved.
Yeah.
Me and those parents have to have a conversation. You know what I mean? Like man, I feel like it's so taboo to talk about sex with your kids, but it's like you have to. Mm-hmm. Because if they've been together for some years, they've been doing it. You know what I mean? They've been getting it on. If somebody's been dating, it's probably not even that long.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if they're still in high school, they're probably, most people I know smashed in high school. Mm-hmm. You did, right? Yeah. Me. Most people I know, high school was this. I can't even look into it. I can't go like, this isn't going to happen to my daughter. I go like, this is most likely going to happen in the high school years because your body screams for it, you know? Intimacy. Absolutely. Yeah. Dudes be jerking off to all kind of shit. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. When you're in high school and middle school.
We had magazines. Now they have all types of access.
All right, I don't know if I answered.
Go and talk to these people.
Big sis Chris says, I parent the same. You say that now, Chaz. We'll revisit this in 10 or 13 years. I got to stick to it, Moyo. I'm not saying sex is wrong, but smashing multiple people within a small period of time is questionable. As far as what, though? Jamoya says, you would have to be rich enough to have living maids.
Yeah.
A girl may be able to have kids, but the mental, I agree with that. And the mental, and honestly, the body at that. I agree with the mental and the body 100%. Listen, I thought it was mature at 15 to 19, but baby, no, man, that's what happens. That's the trick of maturity. Mm-hmm. I think we've had this discussion before. Oh, maybe. That's what it says. People have night nurses, postpartum doulas, and nannies. Got to buy a whole village, man, for real. Who's this?
Yeah, try to say that name.
XX Nail X. Hi, uncle. Hi, auntie. Hi, uncle. Hi, auntie. I love you guys.
Uncle, auntie. I'm the uncle. Chaz got the man boobs. So he gotta be the auntie.
The message and lessons will stick. I think so, Chris. It's your niece. Whose niece?
Okay. Nayeli.
Oh no. Uncle D.
Oh, Nayeli. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's my niece.
Do you really know this person?
Yes.
Do you really?
She is I believe she might be 8 or 9. No, she's not. She's real.
Well, she should not be watching this. Why is the hi auntie?
She's talking to her.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well then.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Well, with that being said, so let's talk about Teletubbies. They have a new subscription right now.
She said I'm turning 9 on the 29th.
Hey,
well, happy birthday.
Hey. With the XX Nayeli.
Oh, well, great.
It got uncomfortable real quick. All right, well, we're going to do a lot of spelling for all the things we're talking about.
She's typing, she can spell. She's 9.
Well, one time I was FRNAGR.
I'm turning 10 on the 29th. Well, that's great, Nayeli. I like how Dion's family gonna pull up on them, whether it's your daughters or your niece. Mm-hmm. All up in there, man.
That's a hot.
Yeah, football, man. Sports. Yeah. Athletes.
So, the quick turn.
I love sports. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Second to Michael Phelps, and the greatest white athletes of all time.
Absolutely.
Who's the greatest Asian athlete of all time?
This is a good question. Same subject though. Mm-hmm. How do you feel about Leonardo DiCaprio and his breakups? Are you familiar with that?
Yeah.
How he hasn't surpassed the 25.
I'm not mad at that.
Somebody told me, he's like, let's be honest, man. Why should he be with an old woman? He said, I am a multi-millionaire. Why should I settle for an old woman?
I question the women more than the guy.
Yeah.
I know why he wants younger women.
Right.
I'm like, oh, you guys can't find any younger millionaires?
Yeah.
It comes with the status of being I don't blame Leo.
Yeah.
I blame the women.
And he just kept looking at her, he's just watching her like,
Leo's on his way. Happy birthday to packing up his bags to you.
He's like, I can practically see the bags in your eyes. I can see it.
25 is so young.
It is, man.
So young.
They had a chart. I don't know if I showed it to you. They had a chart of him growing like from like 19 to 52, and all the women who he's dated is like 19, 18, 22, 23, 25. You see, like he never reached 25.
All right, let me ask you this.
Go for it.
Okay. In high school, you graduated 01.
You said what?
You graduated 01?
2000.
2000.
The best year to ever graduate, 2000.
Yeah, Y2K. Anyway, I graduated 03. Okay. So when I look at stuff, I go like, that was that was dope. That was this.
Yeah.
My time of being quote unquote the guy sticks out to me.
Right.
You know what I mean? The music I still like, blah, 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 all this stuff in there, right? I'm not mad at him for being, I'm the man at this age. This is where I was in my supreme. I still like this. You know what I mean?
Right.
He still likes this age of women that he can get anytime he wants.
Right.
I can't be mad at him until he sees or experiences something different. You know what I mean?
Right.
I go like, what is this title about? What's the title? What'd you name it?
My titles are always.
What'd you name it this time?
It was called Penicillin in My Applesauce. So to give you a context of it, I used to, when I was a kid, I couldn't take pills.
Why did this come to your head for this title?
I don't know.
Okay.
So my mom used to take the capsules, little soft capsules, and little balls in it, and she used to
just drug you.
Yeah, she used to drug because I couldn't take. And I used to like, why is the applesauce crunchy, Mom? She's like, you're sick. You're sick, dear. This is the only way you're gonna eat it. Because I used to always like not swallow. Swallow it,
I'm not a fan of applesauce. Ever.
Yeah.
What's up, Joanna Duke? What's up, Stu? Yeah, it got really awkward real quick. Yeah.
So why don't you like applesauce?
It's awful.
Why is that the only fruit that has sauce?
Yeah, I don't know. It's probably
Cranberry
more.
sauce.
You know, it's still not good. I don't know. Applesauce has always been bad to me. I'm
I think
like,
the sauce goes
this
along.
is baby food. I don't like it. An apple, nice crunch, solid, love it. Applesauce, I'm like, yo, who needs
I think
this?
it's the sauce that's throwing you off, man.
You just don't. It's just not good.
If it was called
No, it's
mashed apples.
It's eating it. It's not. It doesn't taste good. I don't think applesauce tastes good.
How about,
I'd rather just eat the apple.
But it goes down easier.
Than an apple? Than chewing?
Yeah.
No, it's not good.
What about
applesauce? None of it's good to me.
I love applesauce.
Yeah, people do. I can admit I'm the weird one on this one. I go like, when the majority of people like something I don't, I go like, this is me. Applesauce is awful. Yeah. You'll never see me eat it.
You can put applesauce in your smoothie.
No, it's gross. I don't need that.
Yeah.
We just stopped putting pills in my nephew's applesauce. So glad he can swallow pills now. I'd rather pills than liquid medicine. Liquid medicine is pretty gross. Applesauce is amazing. No, it's not. Did we acknowledge the new podcast space yet? Looking good.
Yes,
y'all. We did. News. What's happening, bro? Is it
did.
applesauce what goes in apple pie? I don't know. I'm not a huge apple pie fan either, though. Applesauce is delicious. No, I agree, King Sam. You guys are wrong. I love applesauce with cinnamon. Nope, you guys are all gross. You guys all have horrible taste buds. Maybe you haven't had the right applesauce.
Can I tell you?
Why do people do that?
What?
They be like, I don't like chicken. You haven't had mine.
Yeah.
Like I've had different. You think it's one applesauce I've tried?
Right.
You tried Mott's?
It's not a lot of options either.
Oh, it's gross.
Yeah.
And you had it homemade? It's all gross.
I do got to tell you a funny story about my daughter had allergic.
Is this 9-year-old appropriate?
It is.
All right.
I've been watching to see if she's still responding. When she stops responding, I'm going back in. When I start seeing the taper out with her getting bored, I'm going back in. When we were in Hawaii, my
big flex. Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
No, I was talking to the president of.
Me and the governor were hanging out.
My youngest had an allergic reaction. You can start seeing her eyes getting like fat, and her like lip is getting like swollen. You see like these little bumps forming. I was like, what did she eat? I found out she's allergic to pineapples, right?
Oh wow, okay.
So we immediately took her to this little. In Hawaii, they have a shitload of 1, 2, 3 stores. They're like 7-Eleven.
Okay.
They're everywhere.
Okay.
So we went in there. It was like, we need some Benadryl. She had an allergic reaction, and my daughter said, "Give me the cream." I was like, "Nah, you gotta take this now." You gotta take some down. She's like, and it was one of them big pills. It was like a baby pinky, right? and this girl, you can see her lip, her eye getting swollen. I'm like, oh, can I have water? Can I have water? Open it up now. I'm going to pay for it. Go outside. I'm going to pay for it. I'm paying for it. And I'm going outside. And then I'm seeing her like take it back, and she's like, I was like, you swallow it? I was like, Brookie, did you swallow it? And then stick your tongue out. You see this wet ass pink pill on her tongue. I'm like, you have to. Your throat going. I'm trying to scare her, but at the same time, it's making it worse. Like your throat can swallow. You can choke. Like swallow. Now my oldest like, Dad, you're not making it any better. I'm like, dude, I'm not trying to take you to the emergency room.
Right.
Like I just need this to be
ruin Hawaii.
Yeah.
Right.
Now the crowd is gathering around. Like, what is this man screaming at this little child for? I'm like, just swallow it. Just take a whole bunch of water and let the water kind of like hide it. And she's like, at this point, it's just like a little tic tac in her mouth. It's just like she's just drinking the remnants now. Her tongue.
That's gotta be gross.
Oh.
That's gotta be way worse.
Yeah, it was not cool. But at the same time, it was funny because she was just like, her eyes were like,
just taking that on the tongue, bro.
Yeah, like this is
I hate when the pill. I'll be like, pills are gross.
Yeah, I remember one time, I got too excited about. I can't say too excited. I jumped the gun of a pill and I threw 2 pills in my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't find water. I was like, water, and I could just taste it. Like, oh, here it come. And then the water was hot. I was like, not putting my mouth under that. I'm like, well, I'm swallowing it raw. You know, you try to like form up with some saliva. Like, come on, what else can you get out of there? Come on, saliva.
You trying to build it?
The pill go down this way?
Yeah.
No.
Well, you said I was growing before I could. Me too. I can. I'd have to break them in half and do a little
crush it up like cocaine. Yeah.
Sweet Baby Ray. You talking about Stu? Sweet Baby Ray what? Tasting pills are the worst tasting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, pill, bro. A pill is just gross. Yo, you be like, But I hated medicine. Has came a long way. I tried my daughter's medicine. I was like, this tastes nice.
Yeah.
We used to get the cherry, and it would just taste like. It was like, if somebody took some melted gummies, right, peed on it, right, rinsed it off, right, then cooked it a little more with the ammonia of the pee on it, and then like, here you go. You be like, this ain't right, bro. This is awful.
I haven't heard ammonia in a long time.
Does it have ammonia? I don't know.
No, I'm talking about the cleaning pneumonia. Mm-hmm. Is it pneumonia?
I think so.
No, it's ammonia. Pneumonia is
the sickness.
The sickness. I haven't heard anybody say, get the ammonia so we can clean up.
I don't know if people even say use it, do they? It's like poisonous,
it might got poisonous. And nobody don't use Ajax like they used to. Unless they use Ajax.
I haven't ever used Ajax. I mean, growing up, it was all about Pine Sol.
No, man.
Y'all didn't use Pine Sol? Mr. Clean?
On top of the Ajax.
Yeah, but what were you cleaning? Scrubbing Bubbles?
Yeah.
That was Scrubbing Bubbles was our thing. Pine Sol. I remember Comet.
Yeah. That was Ajax.
But we used the Comet. Because Ajax was a brand, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta season the
cleaning.
Hey, let that sit in there. Let that sit.
They sitting there, but I mean, the Scrubbing Bubbles would actually work.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, come back, wipe it off. Like, yeah. I mean, cleaning commercials were a thing though. They had personas. Mr. Clean was a dude, bro.
Yeah.
I always thought he was black.
I think he was like Samoan.
Right? I don't think he was
Mr. Clean was Samoan.
I don't think so. You always look blackish to me though. I was like, you look a little, you got a little Jason Kidd in him. You know?
No, I think he looks 100% like The Rock. He's not Samoan.
I think The Rock is. Oh, is he Hawaiian? What's The Rock? The Rock is Samoan. No. You got that big old tattoo on him.
No, don't stereotype him. I can get that.
He's Polynesian.
Yeah, I think it is. I don't know, man. Damn.
Hey, you guys just got group cats.
Yeah.
He an islander.
Yeah, he's
I group you in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I went to Hawaii. They don't like that.
What?
I'm not Samoan.
Well, he probably wasn't Samoan.
I know people don't like that. Just
Not if you call him the wrong thing.
It's like Mexicans, but hey, I'm not Mexican. I'm Hispanic. Or
No. Mexicans would be called Mexicans. You can't call like somebody who's a Salvadorian Mexican.
You can't watch me. Gee, I can't. No, I'm saying it's like it's the N word.
No, but it's like this. Like I knew some homies who were Tongan. This is the first time I ever heard of Tonga. I had no idea what it was. So I was like, oh man, you got Samoan? I was like, we're not fucking Samoan, we're Tongan. I'm like, what the hell is that? Like, I never heard of that. What is that? I know Samoans. Yeah. And it was like, no, bro, Tonga's an island. And I was like, oh, well, it probably branched off the same tree. I have no idea. Yeah. But like Salvadorans don't like being called Mexicans, Cubans don't like being called Dominican. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's just like get it right or just say Latin. Yeah. Or Islanders.
What's the X about?
Well, Latinx, it's just all encompassing. So like even it's like puts gender underneath that thing. Oh. So it's just like everything is under Latinx now. It's just like,
so why is it just that? Not everybody else doing it. Like he's African American X.
Black X? Yeah. I don't know.
How did Latin capture that and run with it?
I don't know.
Latinx?
I don't know. I don't know where that came about, but it's just like I can say like, oh, my daughter's Latinx. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't have to necessarily say she's Latina or Latino because, you know, like in Spanish, if you go Latinos, that's everybody. That's men and women, mm-hmm. right? But if you're in the new world where gender is whatever it is, right? So they say Latinos would be offensive to people who are not Latinos and who take gender.
Who was that? Who was the people that's not Latinos? Me?
No, so like I said, Latinos are males, right? But in the sense of everything becomes the masculine instead of the feminine. Oh, so even like
O and the A,
right? So even like I think it's a thing that they're gonna go through. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but like the table is mesa, right? Mm-hmm. It's feminine. Okay, so there's no masculine version of the word table, meso. Right? Meso. There's no meso. Okay, that means table. You can't say mesos; it's just mesas. Mm. You know what I mean? So it's just one of those things. But like Latinos,
Mesa X.
Maybe it's a table that has a penis. But like that's the thing is it's just kind of all encompassing of everything. So Latinx just means the transgenders, if you're gay under that umbrella, man or woman, you go all as like Latinx. And that was brought to you guys by Chaz Rogers. The more you know. What was the star? What was the star used to come through the more you know? I got to work with the Globetrotters. I mean, well, kind of. I did a special for the Globetrotters on Tuesday. That's where I was when you did that issues. So okay. I worked with Craig Robinson, who was super
with cool the Craig Robinson.
With the Craig Robinson, and we did a thing for them. It was cool.
Nice. Yeah. You want to talk about it, or can you talk about it?
I probably said more than I could actually, right. But it was really cool to see the new team of the Globetrotters. They have a couple women on. That's what made me think about it. Because there's women on the Globetrotter teams, and there's a little person's cat named Moni Love, who's super dope hooper. But I was just thinking about that, like, man, everything's expanding. Because I was really shocked that there was a woman on the Globetrotters, and I was like, I shouldn't be this surprised, but I was really like, oh,
yeah, it has nothing to do with, yeah,
no, but I was like, that's new,
right? But it's funny is I would like to be the team that plays the Globetrotters.
No, you wouldn't. You just get dunked on, cats sitting on the rims.
I'm totally fine with it. You know you're a prop.
I knew
you're not actually winning.
I read this article about this kid who was the captain of that team, and he had to like get people ready and get them to travel. They used to travel with them and everything like that. He was like, it was a whole event that they had to go do. But that team is gone now. The Generals or something like that. I don't know. Somebody whoever owned that team. Like they're disbanded or whatever happened to them. So the Globetrotters kind of, I don't think they play a team like the same team over and over again.
They do. They're on the road. They're on the road with the same team. It's like a wrestling match.
No, but what I'm saying is that there was like, I think it was like the Washington Generals was the team for like 50 years. Okay. Something like that. It was like that same team. That team is gone. But the article was from the kid who was talking about how he used to get that team to travel. And he was like, he used to play in high school and he wanted to play in college. And he was like, he got recruited to be that. And then he's like, I was playing on the team. Then I learned to like manage the team. And he was like, yeah, man, I spent most of my life making like $50,000 to $60,000 a year hooping. And he was like, it was just different. But he's like, I just got to play basketball all day. And I was like, that's pretty dope, bro. Like, And I want to say by the time he was at that age, he was he better. He was about to die. I think he was talking about like they were making like $100,000 or something like that. He was, but to go make $100,000 play basketball, bro.
Yeah, if you ever watch the team that they're playing, they're not doing that. They just kind of like, you can read down. You can go like this. This right here, so I get the battery.
Well, you want to wrap this one?
No. Finish that. Read up.
Speaking of pills, how's the Vita Loaf doing?
Oh, it's done, bro.
Are you finished it? Yeah, I finished it, man. Sweet Baby Ray, is it the best sauce? I have to do like a real taste test. I just tried Buffalo Ranch for the first time. Ranch. You see, use Ajax to clean the tub. It's a must. Thank God. It's just me. I use Comet for the tubs still too. I thought Mr. Clean was fine back in the day. I do. What else we got in here? Go down. But you have to go yours like this. Okay, I see what's happening here. I see what's happening here. Do. Now, Dan, okay, using all those chemicals as a child, wondering why I was always scratching like a crackhead. Fifi says I think The Rock is more things too. Also thought that Mr. Clean was white. I thought he was black. He might be Latin extreme, like extreme. He's white. Don't know what Dion's talking about. Mr. Clean, I was fine, but back in the day, he just looked like Teddy Surveillance. How big that is. Mr. Clean was someone I never knew. Hilarious. Table with the extra leg. Mess up. The more you know. What like Chaz. Nice. Still Carabas from office. That's him. Thank you. Carabas is a good dude. I want to go karaoke with. He can really sing. Yo, this dude is so talented, bro. Like we were calling out songs, and he would just play it. Like he would be like, okay, and then he had it. We were like, yo. We were literally just calling out random songs. Play some Stevie Wonder, Teddy Pendergrass, the Harlem Globetrotter song, whatever it was. We yelled out. He was like, okay, and just played it by ear and great voice. It's great. Yeah. I said, dude, I hate people like him. But also, that's a dude. I think music has always been his first love. You remember him back on like on Def Jam when he would like come up with the piano?
No.
Oh, you never seen him on there? He would come up with the piano, and that was always his thing. He'd come up with the piano and he'd do his set. You can look him up. I think probably Def Jam or something, Comic View. And you'll see a young Craig, probably like late 90s, early 2000s. And then been around for a minute. Craig got to be about 50 or so.
Yeah. You heard about his comedy show getting shut down?
What comedy show?
He was in Boston or something like that.
It's a shooting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot about that. I should have asked him about it.
Yeah.
I did not remember him from Def Jam. You can Google it. You can look him up. And he would come up with his piano, and then, it was great. And then he had this band, Nasty Delicious. And so I kept saying, play, take your panties off. And he was like, oh, man, come on, do playing that song. And I've been a fan of his for a long time, so it was really cool to see him and meet him. I see. I remember when Daryl made a dope jingle for the Lifted and Michael was pissed. Yeah, anytime you got a chance to see him do his music, man, it's really, you see the way he light up. Because even when I thought he was tired, he would start singing and then he'd light all up again. I was like, oh, that's his thing. Man. What? Yeah. Now I give you all that, dude. You can handle it later. You know what I'm saying? Not right now. That wasn't your kids, was it?
That was my kids.
Man, I always.
You think I should have? I should have put them on?
No, I always do this horrible. I was mocking you, saying you with some girl, and then I was like, that's probably his kid.
Hey, yo, give a shout out to Soul Suze, you know who Soul Suze is? Mm-hmm. Soul Suze on Instagram. She gave me this water bottle.
Nice.
She really hated my She hated my water that I
That's what's up. Nobody ever gives me anything.
Yeah, she gave me that right there with the brand on the side, the Lacktoast brand.
Fine, man. People get dope stuff. I never get nothing. Everybody on daddy issues be getting hot shit. That's what's up. But it happens when you're the most hated one. Happens. Yeah. The funniest, I love when Daryl and said to Kelly, I need into calm. You're crazy all the way down. I need you into calm. Calm and all the way down. Yeah, with the sponsorship, the bottle and stuff. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Let me ask you, do you floss?
Yeah, I do.
Every day?
Yes.
Do you brush your teeth morning, night?
Yes. twice a day.
Well, we just got an offer today from.
Oh,
What's that?
Nothing. Who was it from?
We got an offer today from our newest sponsor, Leon Speaks Reusable Toothpicks.
Okay.
Leon Speaks Reusable Toothpicks are the perfect way to clean out. Why are you laughing at our sponsors? We get paid for this, yo.
I'm so sorry, Leon Speaks is toothpicks.
Reusable toothpicks.
Excuse me.
You can get 2% off if you hit promo code Lackaroni and Chaz / Leon Spinks reusable toothpicks. All right. It is a knockout price if you can act now before Thursday. That is Leon Spinks reusable toothpicks. Yep. All right. And that's the end of our sponsor.
That's a great read.
Yeah.
That's a great read.
Thank you, man.
Very good.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, we must have just got them. I didn't get the email. That's great.
Do you have one?
Yep.
Yeah, go for it.
All right.
What's the sponsor? You gotta set it up.
Let's look at it.
You gotta set it up. Because
just dive in here.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Nah. Yeah. Because gotta segue into the sponsor, Chaz. Go for it.
We'll talk about something. Let me segue.
Okay.
Into it.
All right.
Is this a real ad or Chaz?
No, this is real. This is all real.
Is killing the absolutely.
This is Leon Spinks reusable toothpicks. Look it up.
That's one of the biggest problems that we have is that there are turtles who are choking on toothpicks every day in the seas, and then there's just dead turtles upside down, and they're clogging up, and the dolphins swallow them. And they choke on the dead turtles, and it's a problem for the oceans.
Big facts. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. You got to let me slide into the
okay.
Segue.
All right.
You guys keep talking.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Let me dig it up real quick.
Okay. Man, I've had a very tumultuous week this week, Jasmine.
Okay. What happened?
I have had a problem balancing with work, family, keeping my own schedule, friends, just business, creating content. It's been a tough journey for me, but I'm excited.
Okay.
Well,
yeah,
I'm excited.
Yeah. Why?
Because I know I can grab this bull by the horns and steer it in the right direction. My friend Moyo, she gave me some encouraging words.
What did Moyo say?
Man, Moyo's incredible, man.
What did she say?
She's incredible.
She only sends me like abusive, violent words.
Yeah, that makes sense, man. I tell her if anything, tell Chaz.
I get threatened by Moyo like once a week at the least.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's the exclamation mark.
Yeah.
That's what it is. The Moyo is what it is. And Sunshine Carey.
Sunshine Carey.
Who was Anna Suzette.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She be sending me videos and stuff. I'm like, that's funny. It's encouraging. Mike Tyson videos and stuff. And it's like, who's Christopher Styles? Hey, Lack and Chaz, do y'all watch She-Hulk? Oh, yes. Yes, I do. I have a group chat of friends, a bunch of comic book nerds. We watch it weekly. We do a little review on it. I love it. This is the first Marvel TV show that is tying together all the loose ends of all the Marvel movies. It felt like everything that's in Phase 4 have just been one-offs. They haven't tied nothing into the other shows or movies, and I love it. Have you seen Eternals, Chaz? In the newspaper, it was just random, like, why is it a giant man in the water? It was saying stuff like, a man with claws fight at a local bar. I'm like, this is what I'm talking about. Tie in this universe. I love it. I love the show.
I hate the show.
All right.
I think it's an awful Me and Yo just watched the last episode, and it was boring as shit. It had nothing to do with anything. We were just like, it could have done so much fun. Did you watch Miss Marvel?
I hate it.
Okay. What I like about Miss Marvel is that they did a better job with the character, the family, outside of the character. So with the person underneath the mask and the person in the mask, right? They did a really good job with taking care of Muslims, taking care of their family, showing what Kamala has to deal with, doing that. And then the superhero stuff, I felt a little younger also, but I love the way they shot it also, how creative it was with some of the tags and messages and stuff like that. And her artwork, I thought that stuff was really dope. Superhero-wise, not a great story. Not a great villain, not a great stuff like that. I'm not trolling. I'm 100% serious. She-Hulk, I felt like I don't care about Jen whatsoever. There's nothing about Jen that is compelling.
She's a victim.
A victim of what?
She didn't need this.
Also, oh my God. The way that she caught it when the blood happened to fall into her bruise, I rolled tough. Really what happens in the original is that she gets
you one of these people with the comic book.
Now keep going. Now if she gets a blood transplant.
You should watch the book. The book is better.
The comic book.
It's a whole different universe, man.
Every comic book is better.
The comic book is better.
What's wrong with it is that she's the most. There's nothing interesting about Jen. She's a smart ass, and she's a quick talking, sassy, know-it-all to Bruce, who's like, oh, I'm just trying to. Also, that whole shit, you ruined the Hulk. They're ruining two Hulks at the same time.
This is mid-season, right?
It doesn't matter. It's bad.
It's like a movie, yo. It got to show range of this. It has to show the rising action.
No, and then they're like, oh my God, dating in my 30s is so hard because we've never seen that. This is Ally McBeal with She-Hulk powers. Remember Ally McBeal? Yeah. She was a lawyer and all that good stuff. This is all I'm watching. And it's very uninteresting to me to see her. I just go like, this is not a compelling story. I don't care. Jen, all right. There's been no dope fights.
Yeah, it's still mid-season.
It's bad, bro. It's not compelling at all.
When did Miss Marvel get a villain?
From the beginning. Did you watch Miss Marvel?
Yes. When did Miss Marvel get a villain?
From the very beginning. You see that lady, the older lady.
That's not the very beginning. She was not a villain. She was like villain maybe episode 5.
No.
When she picked her in the car, and she's like, "Hey, come with me. We're going to the car."
What are you talking about? Episode 5.
Miss Marvel.
Yes. She tried to kill her earlier. When she found out she had the whole bracelet.
She didn't try to kill her. She captured her and said, hey,
she's still a villain. She's a villain. They introduced the villain. Who's our villain? Titania? Whoa, she's terrifying. She walked in for the courtroom for 5 seconds and everyone was like, oh, okay. Defeats her. There's no fight. There's nothing that happens. Because why we're spending so much money making Bruce do nothing as the Hulk, because that's fun to watch and be smart Hulk. This is so wow. Bruce is smart.
This will be the last podcast.
Look at Bruce doing nothing as the Hulk. This is great. I love that. You know what? I love to see Hulk do nothing. I love it. He's just behind his computer being the Hulk. So wonderful. That's great how they fucking ruined the Hulk. Wonderful. They ruined him in Avengers and they're still ruining the Hulk. Sick of this shit. Hulk smash. Hulk reads intellectual books. Hulk smash.
He has range. He went from a raging alcoholic 2008, and we gradually got here.
The Hulk has always been the best part of the Avengers. Hulk smash, great. That was the best scene in the whole thing.
I'm going with Twiller right now. I know she's.
I found this on the web.
See what I'm saying?
Dina said Miss Marvel allowed her to make sure Chaz knew what you're talking about. Facts. They made Hulk into a potato.
I don't like how inconsistent their parenting was on Miss Marvel. As in, she was super strict. It's like, you're not going to this party. Of course, she still goes. She gets caught. And she was like, hey, Mom, I'm so sorry. I know that thing happened yesterday. I snuck out. But is it possible that I can still do blah, blah, blah? No, Kamala, you cannot do this. She sneaks out again. Sorry, Mom, I made a little accident. Is it possible that I can do this? No, Kamala. And she ruins the whole wedding by having that little whole chaotic. And then she's like, Mom, I know this is a weird time to ask you this, but can we go to Pakistan? I was like, what is wrong with you?
What is Miss Marvel? What kind of story is Miss Marvel?
She's a fan.
No. What kind of story is Miss Marvel?
It's coming of age.
It's a coming of age story. So I can understand this coming of age story. What kind of story is She-Hulk?
No. So listen. Let's stay here. Because I appreciate a coming of age story, but the parenting bothered me.
Okay,
like, this just
parenting on most shows are trash.
If it's one person and the other parent like, you can do it, but they're both saying you better not do this, and she still does it, and then the very next episode is, can I do this? Yes, but you can't do blah blah blah, and she still does it. And I was like, dude, you have no more privilege.
The show isn't called Miss Marvel's Parents.
It's not. But listen to what I'm trying to accomplish. Like, that becomes annoying. It kind of like, yo, I hate this girl. She's not listening to her parents. It was just like,
she's also at an age where kids rebel. Did you do everything your mother told you to do? Did you not sneak a girl in the basement a time or two? Did we not do this at that age? Miss Marvel's 30. Miss She-Hulk is 30. What's her excuse?
She-Hulk is an attorney.
Okay.
Right? Yep. She-Hulk is an attorney.
She's an attorney who cares a lot about her career.
What's the subtitle?
At law.
Attorney at law. Mm-hmm. Her job is an attorney. Mm-hmm. She happens to be the She-Hulk. Mm-hmm. We jump right into her as the She-Hulk. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right?
Because it was lazy storytelling, but continue.
Each case is tying together the MCU.
Okay.
You don't think so?
No.
They're literally putting seeds of Mephisto, Wong, what happened to Abomination.
Like, they're getting all the people they can afford.
They're literally setting up a bunch of different phases for Phase 4.
Bro, Abomination happened in 2008.
But people are saying, what happened to him?
Who cares?
Nigga, I do.
No, you don't.
You care about the Hulk from 2008. You want him to be a raging alcoholic.
I care about the Hulk as a character.
Yeah,
as a character. The Hulk as a character. You're going to show him in She-Hulk because he can't have his own, right? So we show him here, and he doesn't do anything.
I'm done.
Love Chaz getting animated about not accurate TV shows.
This episode is over.
It's the storytelling, bro. Also, when you do a TV show, right? Do you not set up why we care about this person?
Mid-episode.
Why should I care about?
She didn't want this.
So what?
She didn't want this.
Neither did Peter Parker.
But you gotta.
I still care about Peter Parker.
When?
Every time. Peter Parker was a kid getting bullied.
Listen,
Peter Parker was a kid whose uncle died. I had a lot of reasons.
No, we're talking about this one.
Let's talk about Peter. It's the same story.
But why do we care about Tom Holland?
Why do you care about Peter Parker?
Tom Holland.
Peter Parker. No. We care about Peter Parker. Jen Walters. I'm not talking about the actress. I don't think the actress is doing a bad job by any means. Jen Walters. I don't care about her.
We're talking about a different universe now.
No, we're not.
Because if I'm saying, do you care about Jen Walters in the comic book? Yes, I care about that one because they said the story up better.
Peter Parker has the same story in this universe as in the comic book. He's a teenager who got bit by a spider.
They say anything about Uncle Ben?
They only mentioned him one time.
They never did.
I think they mentioned him
never
once.
did.
I think they mentioned his line about the great, but we know already.
Right? Oh my God! All right, y'all.
We know already
to another episode.
What are you not understanding?
Because you're saying they don't have the same story.
They do have the same background. You know it. They've done it 5 times in 20 years.
But not in this universe.
It's the same universe. Peter Parker hasn't changed. You don't need a new story for this Peter Parker.
They can.
They don't need one. They're like, we're really going to give you guys a whole new origin story when we just did it since 2002. Why would we do that to you, you smart audience? Do we really need to know that Batman's parents died by a gunshot? We know. It's been around since the 30s. As
Chaz will say, lazy writing.
Lazy writing.
They got right to it.
They got right to it for somebody who has an origin story. What's Jen's origin story yet? There hasn't been a She-Hulk before. You haven't seen 4 movies of She-Hulk?
Here's what I found.
You shush.
All right, we are iron 20 now.
You saying iron?
An hour 20.
I'm sorry, guys, that you had to see me and Lack argue like that. He's just wrong right now, and it just bothers me that he's so wrong, and he's such a good storyteller.
You know?
It bothers me when good people like bad stories. That's the problem. Bad character development.
Do you value? I'm not doing this because it's gonna go on longer. I was gonna say, do you value? Because my comic book crew love the show.
I'm sure they do. I'm sure there are a bunch of people who. Do other people I know in there?
Yeah.
Who's in there?
Will Ferrell.
Yeah. No, okay. I don't know. I don't know.
You know him? You love him? And CT.
Okay.
And
not a comic book dude, but go ahead.
Clinton Coley.
Okay. I don't know Clinton that well.
He's not a comic dude?
Clayton?
Yeah.
Not a comic book guy. He's a fan of the stuff, of the movies and all that good stuff, but not a comic dude.
My guy
Clayton loves the Power Rangers. I take what he says about shows with a grain of salt. He still watches the Power Rangers to this day.
Yeah.
So I can't be like, straight right.
I sent him like a poster of like 60 different Power Rangers. And I said, can you name all these? He immediately texted
Of course.
Turbo,
it's sick. It's
Space.
sick, bro. I go like, how do you know all these?
Yeah.
So anybody who's that fan of the teenage, not the Teenage Mutant, but the Power Rangers, I go like, that's not. That's not a reliable source. It's not reliable, and that's my bro. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
What happened? I love Chaz getting in with the show. How do y'all think about Black Adam's I think Black Adam's going to do well. I don't know if it could be a good movie, but I think it'll do good numbers. What's the issue with the Abomination? Dion doesn't know. If they keep giving us an origin story, the writing would be repetitive. Absolutely, King Sam. Even Siri knows the facts. Like in Chaz through the wire porn page. Hey, leave the Power Rangers alone. I don't watch the show, but I did see the Megan episode. I love that. Oh, okay, yeah. I don't watch anymore, but I do. Yo, I have a problem with how much makeup Meg Thee Stallion wears. She's so cute without makeup on.
She's beautiful.
But when she puts on her makeup like that, it's all cake. She looks like a drag queen.
Yeah.
But without it, she's so beautiful, yo. She's so cute.
I got some good news.
Okay. Are you gonna share it right now?
Yeah, I'm gonna share this right now.
Yeah.
So the video I did, this is just happening. I'm laughing all over again.
Okay.
So I just posted a video of when your girlfriend finally goes public with you on a podcast, something like that. And this is the audio. This is the audio. What was that? And have you guys seen it?
I haven't seen it.
Okay, this is the audio right here.
He was like, "Oh yeah, I want to take all of y'all out to eat, and I'm gonna hire a videographer." Then all of a sudden, he just popped up with this white Range Rover. He kind of looked like a lesbian. Yeah, he's one of them. He looks like a stud. Yeah, he's giving those kind of vibes. Like if you saw him, you would be confused. He was very feminine. He didn't try to have sex with you, smash nothing. Of course he did, but I just wasn't interested because he was horny. Because even I was doing it because he wanted like recognition, and then I ended up finding out he was going around telling people in Atlanta that he had sex with me, and he never had sex with me. Big trick energy. Yeah.
So I posted that.
Okay. And
the girls, both girls actually reposted it.
Laurel?
Yeah, they were on Breakfast Club.
No.
Yeah. And my numbers is rising.
Killing right now.
My numbers are rising right now.
Dog, you have so many great videos.
Yeah, man.
Like you have great content.
Yeah.
I just started being like, all right, let me do some
shit.
Let
me do something, man. Stop playing around.
Let me start doing some shit with Iz. She's been really good, bro. I'm really
she's a good actress.
Really surprised how good she's been doing.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, let's do some more. And she's like, okay.
Yeah.
She's all about it. So it's fun.
Man. I actually kind of felt bad for her walking off. I was like, did she really think you were being serious?
No, man. That's what really made me think about it because she walked off and she's like, why? And then she went off and she's like, that's not fair. And then she came back. She's like, was that funny?
Oh,
I said, yo, Izzy gets it.
Wow. That's good.
I said, yo, if my daughter gets comedy at 3, ooh, I don't know how hype. And so then for me, I gotta be like, chill, bro. She's just 3. You know what I'm saying? My mind is like, yes.
Yeah.
But I'm like, just chill.
But it's still boundaries, man. When she's done, she can be like, I don't do today, Dad. Wait. I got the cake. I got the balloon.
There was this one
we gotta shoot this part.
But she was like, I was like, want to do it again? She's like, no. I was like, let's do it one more time. I was like, I gave popsicle. She's like, no. Like, when you turn out a popsicle, she's done. She's done.
She's tapped out.
Yeah, man. Congrats, man.
Yeah, man. That's somebody just texted me and said, hey, man, the girls from Poor Minds just reposted your video. I was like, what?
Hey.
So, yeah, man. So this has been another episode of Lackaroni and Chaz.
Check, please.
I said nothing.
Yeah, about this life. Dion's not about this life,
Nah,
man. I should just have an automatic one that goes in and just the same clip plays over and over again.
Sound bite.
Yeah.
Different outfit on us. So yeah, man. Thank you guys for watching. If you are watching here, thank you. Please comment, like, subscribe, share, timestamp things that are funny because we will use that as content. And
Michael Phelps is the greatest white athlete ever. She-Hulk is trash. Miss Marvel is better. But us we talk about that. I was right about today.
Watching here, thank you for joining in on the Lacktoast YouTube page. Thank y'all for making our job easier, man, because you guys agree with me on what you guys agree with Chaz. Love y'all. And we do another one, right?
Yeah.
Also, you guys can stick around. We're going to cut this one off.
You guys can stay. Don't go anywhere, Big Sis Chris. Don't go anywhere. Don't change that dial. You can stay right here with me.
Hold that nut. What is it?
Was it Chappelle?
Yeah.
Hold that nut. We'll be right back after this. Don't bust that nut. Don't bust that nut. We'll be right back after this message. That was a fun episode, guys.
Says who?
Oh, sorry, Lack. I like those lights, huh? Cool. All right. Well, then you try to get somebody to compliment this shit on you, you know? Know what I mean? Know what I'm saying? Thank you guys for all the support and love you've been showing the podcast. I love it. You love it. The last one hasn't dropped yet because YouTube is being some hells when they won't let me release my video. They still said it's under review for bad words and whatnot, but it's been a whole week now, so I don't know what they're tripping about. So that's why the last episode hasn't dropped yet. So I still have it ready to go. But yet, that one would drop and this one would drop the week after. But I needed to get ahead anyways because I'm going to get a little busier. So it's good to be up a bit. In episodes, if you guys don't mind waiting a week. But my apologies. It's YouTube, not me. Also, I got another reaction video. I actually did Aaron Hall's When You Need Me instead of Aaron Hall's I Miss You. I got that wrong from Moyo. So I just did Aaron Hall's I Miss You. And my God, what a dramatic turn of events. What a dramatic ass song and video. So that will be out on Patreon pretty soon. And I don't know when I'm going to release it to YouTube, but it'll be on Patreon probably. I think I'm going to start dropping those on Wednesdays. And then I'm working on getting C- Society back up on just a regular podcast on Mondays. And then we'll start. Monday, we'll have C- Society podcast. Tuesdays, we'll have Lackaroni Chaz. Wednesday, we'll have the reaction videos. And then, I don't know. I got to find something for Fridays. You know, keep the lights bright. We will. We'll keep the lights back on. Dion just turned them off right now. He's going to go change. Then I shall change. The bud can change. And you can change. Anyways, that would be the week lineup. So it'll be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at the very least. And Friday, maybe we'll do a sketch or I don't know. We'll see what happens. Maybe some kind of guest. And then sorry about not having the lives. Tuesday, you guys know I was working. Thursday, I was working. I got a call last minute to do some stuff. So that's where I was Thursday. Which might pick back up work. But I'll try to make sure I do at least 30 minutes to an hour for the lives going forward. It's just I got to just find that balance right now, but I'll figure it out. All right? I'll figure it out. I'll make it work. I just make it clap. When I think about growing up in 2000s, bro, there's a lot of booty music. 90s and 2000s. I don't know I feel like now it's strip club music, but I feel like then, like there's music now that's just for strip clubs. I feel like then it was just like booty music. This music is about big butts. I like big butts. It was a lot of those rump shaker. I was just like, this is music about big butts. Just make it clap. Just make it clap. I feel like they're different though. The thong song. You want to see them cakes. You'll never see another thong song. Thong song can only happen in this time. I don't know what's next past that. The thong song was hot for at least 2 years. That song ran each summer for like 2 years. Thong song was huge. Do, 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 do. That song was huge. I'm trying to think, was there a song bigger than that in the 2000s? What was bigger than the thong song? Yeah, I got Dion, you know. What else was huge? I just remember hearing the thongs. Back that ass up for that 99 2000. Back that ass up was probably bigger. That was, but same thing. Booty music. Back that ass up was a song about cakes. Do, 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 do. How funny has social media been since the Queen died? Hey man, Black people don't take nothing serious, man. How do I feel about the Queen dying? I could care less that she died. I didn't even know King Richard. I kept seeing things about King Richard, and I really thought they were talking about the Will Smith movie with Serena Venus. It's like King Richard. I was like, oh, this movie's maybe Will's back. This movie's making a comeback. Irish Twitter and Black Twitter had me dying. Irish Twitter? Oh, is there an Irish Twitter? I gotta find Irish. Yeah, Black people did not care at all about all the memes from shows to sports. We covered all here on Lackaroni Chaz. Tune in next week for more laughs. Absolutely, I like that. What's the big booby song? What's the big booby song? The big booby song was "Put 'Em on the Glass" by Sir Mix-a-Lot. He went from big butts to "Put 'Em on the Glass." That was 90s. Bubba Sparks. Booty is booty. Booty, 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 rocking everywhere. Yeah, that's one of them. Yes, they hate the Queen. Oh, I didn't know. I don't know anything about I don't know anything about Europe and their politics. I know that England, British, whatever you want to call it, are horrible, horrible people throughout the years. And I don't mean the actual individual citizens. I mean the monarch. The monarch has done a lot of horrible stuff throughout all of Europe is trash. The entire continent has raped, pillaged, murdered for centuries. And now they're diplomats. That's what gets me. And I was like, oh, well, we have all this. Now we're good people. And it's like, nah, man. But same with the United States. Rump Shake is the only other one I can think of. Juvenile, Cuz the Keys of Violence. Yeah, no, I mean, theme songs. Theme songs. Big titties. Theme songs are big. You know, the thing though with Black people is like, we love breast and all that, but the cakes is the winner. The cakes take the cake. When I feel you well, when I tell you we will roast anyone, anytime, anywhere, Queen Elizabeth is not exactly. Oh man, there are the photos of the Queen with Hitler. I saw Queen Elizabeth getting shook up by Kobe entering heaven. The video of who was it? The Undertaker taking care of Princess Diana and waiting on her. And I was like, man, these cats, these cats can't wait. I was just like, the Queen died, and us here. Man, we don't give a damn. Black people take nothing. There's nobody. I'm trying to think. Has there been anybody who died that the internet did not ablaze? Even like the whole Will Smith, Chris Rock thing. It's just August Alsina. Things that seem small to me will blow up on the internet. I'm like, dang, this is a thing now. It is not. It is unforgiving. You can't go out and do anything anywhere. This is no, man. Not the time to die. I want to die when the whole internet shuts down. Then I'll be like, all right, you say, you see this top titty meat? You see this TTM top titty? What? Is that a thing? If you're talking about your icon, is way too small for me to see. Not your titties, but the icon. Is just, I'd have to like really do some investigating. The one thing we're gonna do is laugh. Oh, we're gonna laugh at everybody. The sadder people are as a people, Black people have no chill. We are in there. I'm assuming, Big Sis Chris, that you got top and no bottoms, or do you have both? Which is fine, yo. And also, women right now, there's no excuse, man. They just don't put in the work. You can go build a butt. You go build a butt nowadays. I mean, you can buy one, but let's go do some squats.
Or just buy it. Who wrote a song about titties? Just asking the research. Only one I know is Sir Mix-a-Lot's titties on it. What is it? Put them on a glass. Is there another song just about breasts and not cakes? Like an anthem.
Well, they definitely have movies in there.
I was like, is there about something? But everything I think of is just like the butts. Black people tell you what we care about. Booties. Booties rocking everywhere. Either Miss New
Found you, Miss New.
Ridiculous. That's a fact. We gonna laugh. Oh, absolutely. Big Sis Chris, are you black or Latina or a mixture? I can't see because of your profile smoke. Yeah, great question, Chaz. Oh, thank you, Chaz. Appreciate that, dog. Hey, man, appreciate you. You cool, man. You dap yourself. One thing we're gonna do is we're about to start up another one, guys. And blackity black. Okay. Because you could be. When I first met my wife, I wasn't sure because of how her hair was that she was mixed or if she was purely black. I mean, purely Latina. Because I was like, she could be a mixture, but you don't know sometimes. I'm a light skinned black. I feel bad for my daughter. She's gonna get all them questions. What are you? What are you mixed with? Chaz needs something to do, not you. Chaz needs something to do, not you congratulating yourself. What are you talking about? You guys don't congratulate yourself? I pat myself on the back every day for anything that I do. You made breakfast? Good job, man. You went to the gym? Good job, bro. You beat off in record time? Good job, buddy. You being a father today? Beat off in record time? In record time. Yeah. You try to beat your record?
Beat off?
Yeah, beat your record. No? You don't time it? You don't set a timer? Never? No. Just me.
I mean, if I'm in a hurry, I'm not like, who? That was 10 seconds.
You don't go like, last time. 10 seconds, that'd be the record, I think. I don't know what it is. That's got to be up there. Can you time it? Y'all don't time it? Nobody's timed it. Okay. Y'all just measured, but no time. Okay. Everybody's measured it, but not the timing. Okay. I'm gonna go change.
Yeah, and then before you come back, you can press record. Spicy said, "What's your time?"
I don't know. I'm just talking.
She's just talking. I can estimate, but timing is wild. It is how you be like. You be like this. You be like, and go.
I've never done it.
You ever had the? Well, I'll talk to people. You ever? I don't know if give me a thumbs up if y'all watch porn. I don't want to hear her talking to myself. I watch porn. Oh, that's funny, big sis. Yes, okay. Whatever your preference is, she said, don't do it. You typically find your favorite spot area. You be like, all right, let me fast forward this part right here. You'll hold it like, there it is right there. There it is. And then you typically, stop, man. Fuller, why are you in here? Fuller, you ain't saying the Chaz. Yellow's not in here no more. Kids get bored too quickly. Look at his face, wait for the thumbs up. Hilarious. Come on, baby, back. That's what she wants. She just called me during the podcast. DM's starting to get real personal. You know what happens after that. Miss American Pie. Let me tell you something. That song, if I could make a deal with God. I did not know that was an old song. I thought that was very new. That was very new. And
Hello?
hey, babe,
Hi.
I'm not done with my podcast, but I'm in between podcasts. Did you want something?
Huh?
Did you want anything?
No, I just want to say that what you're doing and stuff.
You don't what?
I was seeing what you're doing and stuff.
Are you still in Ontario?
Huh?
You still out that way in Ontario? Where are you?
I'm at Ocean.
Okay. All right. Did you want something?
No.
Okay. Well. All right, babe.
Huh? Okay.
Love you.
See ya.
Bye. All right.
What a hood, what a hood, what a hood.
That's pretty dope of them to repost that video, man.
That's great, bro.
I didn't even tag them. I don't know how they found it.
Are you ready?
Yep, let's do it. Dion, get an iPhone, please, for the love of God. You said what?
It said, Dion, please get an iPhone for the love of God.
No!
Wait, where am I talking about?
I said,
The American time, you timed it, so what's the time? I can estimate, but in a while. They say my time, my life was a TV show, and then you get to a commercial. Everyone does in Pops Yell. In Pops Yelly? What is Twitter talking about? I guess I was looking at thumbs. Deion started doing real personal. Deion's getting real personal.
I was talking about, I was like, who watch porn? And then Twitter gonna say, don't forget, Yoey's in here. So she's not go.
Is she?
Yeah.
Deion getting an iPhone for you. Oh, check out your daughter. Just call me, see how you're doing, because she loves you. Oh, because boobs, psycho stick, drop them on the glass. You look like a walker. I don't know what is that. Who's a smiling goof in the hood? All this type of to be bigger.
Somebody send me this video. Somebody send me this video.
Some play or something?
No. They had said, hey, the girl, this is how I got introduced. Somebody said, hey, I was on Poor Minds podcast, and they just reposted you. And it was like, you can see me in the crowd. So,
That butt looks soft.
Yeah.
Chaz face lit up when Deion was asking about who watches. I do. Show him to me, Rodney Carrington.
Yeah.
How about turn these lights on?
Oh. I was trying to reserve some power. But
Your battery operated?
yeah.
Dope.
We might die.
Okay.
If anything, I don't have to take this. This one's charging up.
It's all good.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. What you retracting stuff back for, Christopher? What was that? What a vomit? How you gonna burp in your mouth, turn that way, and then come back here and blow it out this way? Endless.
I like I be stroking. That's what I use it. Come on, and this is that. There's children present.
Yeah. All right.
Oh my God.
Oh, so we are back with another episode of Lackaroni and Chaz. Check, please. Boom. And we're going to give y'all some fire today. I got some exciting news to tell you.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. A couple weeks ago, they launched the new
Who's that?
Disney, the new Mufasa movie. How you feel about that?
Okay. How
It's
are
a
they?
prequel.
Are they doing a cartoon? Or
Stop. Why are y'all so about how it used to be? Everything is live action now.
Oh, okay. Well, that changes how I feel about it.
We are not gonna keep doing this, man.
Doing
Listen.
You asked me
my
opinion.
Live action is the new thing, okay? Can y'all get over that? Disney is repurposing all their shows, all their movies to live action. We've done it. If you want the cartoon, go back and watch the cartoon. This is a live action.
But this is a new movie.
Right. So why do we have to do a cartoon? Why do we have to do a cartoon?
I like the cartoon better.
They don't do cartoons no more. You notice that, right?
They can do a 3D
They do
Pixar
not
style.
do cartoons.
Can I tell you why I'd rather have a cartoon?
Y'all are children.
So you watched The Last Lion King, correct?
I remember when he used to look like this. He looks real. I don't like it. He can't smile.
A cartoon can animate, express itself in a way that the live action couldn't.
Why are y'all so? Why? Why does that matter?
Because it makes a difference when I watch something and I go, oh, I can tell their facial expressions, their animation, how they're feeling, how they're reacting. It becomes a thing. You like to see these animals are animated. Now, there's a big difference between The Lion King when it came out and how they did Jungle Book. Jungle Book was really good. The Lion King was not really good.
The reason why Jungle Book was good because nobody was attached to Jungle Book.
I was attached.
Everybody,
I love Mowgli and Baloo.
Everybody loved
monkey.
Lion King.
Mm-hmm.
Lion King was the first time everybody cried. Every time you think about Lion King, everybody say, "Man, it's my top one animated movies." Lion King holds a special part in my heart. And then when they said, "We want to see the same movie again," it's like, no, we're not here the same movie again.
It's different when you can see the fear on Mufasa's face, when you can see the heartbreak on Simba's face when he watches his dad die, when Scar tells him it's him, run, never come back. Those are differences when you can see the actual facial expression and not just some lions in the mist. They're just lions. Oh, go do this. My mouth is moving, but you can't see if I'm angry or mad. It takes away. Remember in the cartoon when Nala licks Simba and she gives this, hey, yo, and she gives that look and everybody was like, hey man, I smashed the hell out of Nala. You can't get that in with those lions. It's just like lions. I don't want to smash no lion. But Nala in the cartoon, she licked and she purred back. I was like, yeah, ooh, Nala. Now it's different when there's actual real people like the live action of the Little Mermaids coming out, right? It's a person, a human they can use with some digital stuff. It makes sense. That makes sense. But for all animals, why don't you do a cartoon? Why are we doing a live action? You can't even live action. There's nothing live about it. It's all 3D generated anyways.
You do realize that's how lions look. What if I told you we started off on the wrong foot?
Mm-hmm. Would you want to watch Ninja Turtles with the real turtles?
They did, and people didn't like it.
They were puppets. What are you talking about?
The real one? Mm-hmm. The one that just came out like 4 or 5 years ago.
Oh, no, I'm not talking about
that. I didn't like that because they look weird. That's how the turtles look.
You can do different things. I'm not saying that if they did it like they did last time, the Lion King got it wrong. They did really good at Jungle Book. They got this one wrong. They got it wrong. So am I hype about it? No. You asked me a question. How come when you ask me a question, then I tell you how I felt? You ask me, what do you think about it?
Because everyone's doing this.
So why am I wrong? Why are you like?
Because it's.
Why you think you asked me?
No, I hear you. But people are upset of how it looks. They're not even talking about the story. It's the same story, yes. But it's like, why did he have to look so real? It felt like it was the Discovery Channel. It's like, this is how lions look. Well, you could have made it into like a computer generated so I can see his expressions. Like I see, and they're like, this is how it was. This is how it should be looking. I was like,
because nobody wants to see that shit, lad. Nobody wants to see that shit. I don't want to see that shit. I saw it. I didn't like it. Show me something different. We did it. Hey, man, here's the Lion King. Here's what we think of it. Okay, Disney, we don't like it. Disney's like, okay, well, we're going to do it again. And we're like, if it's going to be the same shit, I don't want to see it.
So you rather than like Sonic the Hedgehog. You like that, right?
I did like Sonic.
Right. The story or how he looked.
I wasn't mad at how he looked.
Right,
I was
because it was a cartoon.
That they got right.
It's a cartoon.
But it wasn't an actual hedgehog.
Right, but it was they tried it. They tried it and people got upset.
And they changed it.
I don't.
They changed it.
It don't need to be a cartoon, man.
It doesn't have to be a cartoon. They just have to be animated. They have to be animated. I have to be able to see with your expressions. I don't want to just see a lion.
You know it's called Lion King, right?
Sure, but they can just have a lion roaming around the forest. I can watch that Discovery Channel.
So you think the cartoon got it right?
100%.
Do you think it's weird that none of the people, all the voice actors wasn't African, and they're in Africa?
No, I don't think that's weird.
That's not weird.
It's a cartoon.
Oh, now you don't want the authenticity
Of what?
of the facial expressions and how it should be right. You don't want that. They had an African accent. No one had an African accent. It's in Africa. Only one who had an African accent was Rafiki.
Here's why I've never heard this argument.
No one had an African accent.
That's hilarious. I've never heard anyone ever say that. I feel like that should have been something somebody would have said a long time ago. Has anybody said that before? That's hilarious, Lang. That's a great take.
Yeah.
That's great. Timestamp that. That's hilarious. That's funny. Yeah, no one did, but I still don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? So, am I hyped about a Mufasa and young Scar? Are they kids?
Wait. Yes. I'm sure his name is going to be like Bonkoof, but he got the scar and they start calling him Scar.
We got to go see how he got the scar?
We got to see how he got the scar, man. We got to see that. We got to see the origin of their parents. Because when they have two sons, they have to fight to see who's going to be, right? The pride, the king of the pride, right? Because it's usually one lion, male lion, and a bunch of female lions, right?
I mean, I don't know. In the pride, yeah.
So,
but sometimes I see like brothers hang out. Like y'all see different things on Discovery Channel.
Yeah.
People
got mad like, why Uncle Scar got don't got all his hair black? It's like, dude, Mufasa and Scar are brothers. Can they have some similarities? In the movie, he had all black hair. It's like, oh God, I hate people. They just want it to be exactly the same. If it was exactly the same, literally exactly the same facial expressions, they'd be like, what? They didn't change nothing. They just charged us twice for the same goddamn movie.
No, I was gonna say, did you like Aladdin?
I did.
I thought they did a good job with the live action Aladdin.
Because it was live people, right?
Yeah.
But the fact that they're animals, though, that's what bothers y'all.
This is what bothers us because they're like, it's a live action, but none of it's live. And none of that shit live. That ain't real lions walking around there. What's my line again? Ain't none of that shit happening.
Somebody had. I love the think about it moments of Lion King. They had they had some good ones of like, I can't think of them. You know, like the conspiracies of like Mufasa has. I can't think of it. It was like 4 or 5 different conspiracy theories. Of Scar. It was something about the skull of like him eating. I can't think of it.
It's very insightful.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I have nothing.
Just delete this from the whole
thing. I'm sorry. I didn't.
I don't plan on watching it either way until it comes to Disney Plus because I'm not supporting them because they stole Lion King anyways from a Japanese cartoon.
Kimbo.
Yeah. So why would I go support those thieves, those $1 billion thieves?
You see the internet going nuts over the visual of Black Ariel. Yeah, they're not liking that.
Well, the internet's full of racists, so they're gonna hate it. They're gonna hate that. They hated Finn, John Boyega when he did the Star Wars. They hate the black dude now who's on House of Dragons. They hate the black people in the Lord of the Rings. There's racists all over the place who keep complaining about there's black people in these made up worlds where you'd rather have a green ogre than a black person exists. They'd rather have dragons exist than black people exist. It just shows like fine light on how many active races there are.
I'm gonna tell you this though. This is gonna be my soundbite. Mm-hmm. I need every black person, everybody to watch Little Mermaid and support it and only talk positive about it. This is our one and last time opportunity. for this to work, for them to say, see, this is what happens when a black person is the lead in a Disney princess movie and we go out to support it. I need people to, because they will.
But you know what
pull
happens?
the parachute.
They can't stop people going and spending the money like we did with Black Panther, right?
Right. But that was a first though.
Right. So now, I'm saying that's a good thing, because what happens is that there are rating dumps that people do, right? They all get on Rotten Tomatoes, they all get on these other things, they start putting zeros,
right? And
they try to mess up the scores so people won't watch, right? It's a thing that's been happening for decades now.
Yeah.
These critics, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I agree with you. Hopefully it's super dope already.
They already rolled the dice with that. They rolled the dice with. I was like, oh my god, she is like. If they had made Cinderella black, like in the Disney universe, whoo, she is the template of a white woman.
They're like, we can't do that. Are you crazy?
Snow White. The one that had white in it. Like, how you name Snow White? You black. Yeah. But Ariel is. I think every little girl in the world loves Ariel. And I think I was like, oh, y'all wild for making her black.
I don't remember Little Mermaid. I don't remember, like, I haven't seen these movies since I was a kid. I don't remember Snow White that well or Cinderella that well.
I don't remember Cinderella. I don't remember
Bambi. I remember seeing. I just don't remember like the stories, the villains, what happens.
Sleeping Beauty. That's what it was. Sleeping Beauty and Snow White. I don't know those that well.
I had to keep asking I'm like, wait, so what happens? Like, I don't even watch. I hate that. My wife keeps trying to force these shows on Izzy. Right now, she ain't really into watching movies, but I'm like, no, let's stick to the Moanas. You know what I mean? Like, let's go watch. Who?
The current stuff.
Yeah, I just go like, I don't want to watch all these old. Like, Frozen. Did we talk about this? Frozen being the whitest movie on earth?
No, I never watched it.
Dog, it's
surprisingly,
it's ridiculous how white that movie is, bro. And the little white snowman just keeps going, it's so white. And I was like, are you guys talking about the movie or just the snow? Because there's not a single ounce of color outside of that stupid reindeer that's like any black people, whatever, in this world. I don't know what they did in the sequel, but it was just no people of color in Frozen. And I'm sick of watching stuff that has not an ounce of black people. I don't do it anymore. Y'all got 30 seconds to show me some color. I need to see somebody ethnic immediately when I watch that.
I think there's a movie on Netflix called Sea Beast, I think. It's a black lead. I think you'll like it. She's annoying. A black little girl lead. Annoying as hell. I hate spoiled. I just hate spoiled kids. Yeah. No, you don't know my destiny. And just run off and go.
You know what's funny is that it's white people writing it.
Of course.
And then because people like, nah, I thought there was it was a video game with the scary video game. They just had their own series on Netflix and it just got canceled.
Video game?
Yeah, the famous video game franchise.
Resident Evil?
Resident Evil just had their show canceled because I stopped watching immediately when the black kid started talking back. She said like F you to her dad or something. I was like, no. I can't watch this. Yeah. That's not.
Was it any good?
Some of the graphics could have been good with the fights, but I was kind of like, no, we're not rooting for you. We don't like black people. We do not like disrespectful kids, right? Man. And it's not a thing that I'm like, no.
Yeah, and that's why I like the movie. Funny movie. I like the movie Coffee and Kareem.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Oh my god, funny idea. But this little black kid was just cussing everybody out. Fuck you, cop! Fuck you, cop! You ain't never.
I don't mind the kids cussing out the cop if the parents aren't around.
But it was his friends, but also just like the teachers. And he's like, you having sex with my you effing my mom? Yeah. This is like you ain't never the pig. He's like, hey, I done nothing but being nice to you. He's like literally trying to win him over. And then he's like, your mom effing the cop? I was like, why are these little black kids talking like this? I know they do, but I don't want to see it. Yeah. Because I don't know.
It's clear though. The big sis Chris said it. You can tell the voice of who wrote. Absolutely. Absolutely. And also I'll say like I'll watch something. I'm like, by the time this got sold, it was probably for a white person. And then, things happen. And then someone's like, we can get such and such. That'll really take it somewhere. Diversity push. And I'm like, just bring in somebody who knows these voices, yo. And listen to people. They'll just be like, no, we got it. And we've seen it. I'm like, it's It happens, man. Or you'll have something that's for black, like when they did Bad Boys. Did you ever hear like the original Bad Boys?
Oh, it was for Belushi.
No, it was for the other dude from Wayne's World. Yeah, John Lovitz and the other dude from Wayne's World. Not Mike Myers, forgot his name. But then it was like a whole nother movie, and it's like, yeah, man, they had to get in there and put your black on it, man. Made a classic out of that. That movie would have been horrible.
Yeah.
Try it in console. I didn't see it in console. We tried to watch it, but Izzy will not sit down and watch a movie.
So. Console was trash.
Villain for Captain America 4, the leader from the Incredible Hulk, is returning. The leader from the Incredible Hulk. Oh, the leader. Yeah. I figured they'd bring him back.
Who's the leader?
He was
the guy who got the stuff drip in his head.
Yeah. No, that's in my. I think. Villain for Captain America. Okay. Little Mermaid's only remembered on the home. I kept seeing and complaining that Princess Diana was a frog most of the movie that married a white man at the end. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Here's my complaint. I said this on Daddy Issue some time ago about why I didn't like the movie Soul. Okay, people love Soul, I guess. First of all, I didn't think Soul was that compelling of a show. Also, I go like, man, when you have a white writer and a white director, it's not a black movie to me. I go, and we know it's Disney pushing it. There was a black producer, but there's not a lot of blackness that makes it to me that has ours. Like when I watch Soul, I'm like, yeah, you get into black people, but I was like, it's not really a culture movie to me. I'm like, that movie doesn't tell a story about us as black people. I felt like it wasn't a story for. But when I watch Moana, I go like, that's a culture pushing movie. You know what I mean? Yeah. I go like, those are movies that I go like, dang, now there's so much. Coco, 100%. I go like, where's that for us? I go like, well, that movie that goes, here's this, here's that, bro. Here's everything that encompasses what we're about, what, like our tradition. It doesn't be everything, but here's a piece of it. And I didn't get that at all from Soul. They went to the barbershop, and I was just kind of like, yeah, the barbershop's a culture thing for us, but I'm like, they didn't do anything that I go like, now that's us. I wasn't like, yeah, man, that's what we about right there. And half the movie was about some stupid soul spirit thing going around the other world.
He became a soul.
No, it's like his movie.
Just like the Princess Diana, she became a frog halfway through the movie.
Yeah, I was just like, okay. I didn't see the other one though. I didn't see the Princess Diana. And so I don't really know, but I just get like, okay, these movies are about, man, I mean, they could have done way more with the jazz. They could have made it, I'm like, you could have done so much more. Like, but they'll give a whole movie to a fucking rat who can't cook. I'm so sick of this shit. I hate Ratatouille. Yeah. People love Ratatouille. I hate that movie.
You know, speaking of Ratatouille, have you seen Everything Always?
No, I wanted to. Oh, I still haven't seen it because it was out in theaters, and I was waiting on Yo probably. But did you like it? Everything? Because I love Michelle Yao, or how you say her name. Yeah. It was good.
It's funny. It's a Ratatouille reference.
Oh, did they hate Ratatouille too?
No, it literally was. It was making fun of. It was a raccoon instead of a rat. It was moving around on top of the head.
No, man, I have a problem with some of these stories in Disney's and all this other stuff.
But what if it's a selling thing? As in, like, we do our research. This is what happens when we have all black cast. This is what happens when we do this, and it's like we got to figure out a way. Can we shape some things so halfway through the movie it will be a black person? Like, you know, if they said great story, halfway through the movie, is there any way we can encompass this black man into a soul?
And you mean this is like the original pitch about like talking after it?
Yeah, it's like, because we can't have a black person the entire time. Last time we did this is what happened. And it's like, do you want this story told or not?
Like, this sucks to me that Black Panther is probably the biggest piece of movie culture that we have. That's that big. Outside of like the Fridays and stuff like that. It's not even a real place, Wakanda, right? It's not real. None of it's real, but we got to put a lot of, what are those? Colonizing. You got to talk about a lot of this stuff, right? And like, you can't colonize Wakanda. And I wish they would have stayed more on that point, and not really so much getting into Killmonger's journey of like trying to take over with these other with all the other weapons and stuff like in these other places, like trying to fight the world. And I was like, man, there's other I was like, there's other avenues they could take that story, but it might have been too much for Disney. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And Ryan Coogler was probably like, we're going to do this. I mean, dude from Oakland, we talk about Black Panthers, but they talked about, there's probably only so much they wanted to talk about. Yeah. Just like, with the whites, they're going to be uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. But it's like, they still have to make a movie that white people will enjoy also.
Right. I definitely enjoyed how they made it become like Killmonger,
Martin Luther King, and Malcolm X.
Black Panther?
Yeah.
That's what.
The enemy is necessary. It's kind of Malcolm X. He was going to go take it to them, and
I didn't put that together.
Oh, okay.
I was going to say that the fact that it was Black Panther, and they made it in Oakland.
Oh yeah.
Where
I figure Ryan Coogler, he gonna do that. He gonna be like, "Hey man,
smooth how they
put this together." My bad.
Yeah,
but yeah, that was great. That movie was really, really good.
I don't know about really, really good.
What?
I didn't like Black Panther that much.
Black Panther himself as the actual hero.
The movie.
I love the movie. I just feel like they didn't do the character justice.
Yeah, I didn't like the movie that well. I thought it was necessary. It was great. It was a great one-off. As in, it didn't tie anything into the MCU, but it's just a world to people. I feel like if you pull Black Panther out of the MCU, it won't be missed.
As far as it being in the MCU,
yeah, as in like what's going on with it? You know what I'm saying? Because it literally, because if you take Black Panther out. It literally is just a one-off movie. Mm-hmm. So when they go to Wakanda for Infinity War, you can still meet these new characters. Mm-hmm. Like, this is sister. This is.
But he was in Captain America 3.
Well, I'm saying it doesn't help the MCU storyline. Mm-hmm. So that's what it's just a one-off movie. Like it could have stayed. It could have stayed. It could have came out anywhere in the timeline. Mm-hmm. So
you wanted to have more of an impact into the.
If this was the movie before Infinity War, yes, like give me something that's going to be the catalyst to Infinity War. But I just thought it was just kind of like I hate when the villain of every first franchise is the same villain. I hate that. I hate it.
I feel you. You mean as far as like
Iron Man? Had an Iron Man.
Yes.
Ant-Man had his own Ant-Man.
So that was my big. I was like, I'm so sick of them. We got to take their power, and now we just duplicate. I hate it. It's every single time. They just did it with Ms. Marvel. They'll probably do it again with She-Hulk eventually. What else is there? All of them.
Titania. Yeah.
They all. I'm just like, dog. Can we just give a villain who's trying to take over the Earth with something else?
Yeah.
Come on.
But Killmonger is top 2 villains of the MCU. I actually sided with him. It was more of a Killmonger story than a Black Panther story.
100%. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they didn't do a great job with T'Challa.
I'll tell you this though. Mm-hmm. This might be a spoiler.
Okay.
I think they're going to bring him back
for Killmonger.
Yep, for Black Panther 2. He's going to be the new Black Panther.
You think so?
I think so. Because they never showed him dying.
Kind of did.
Nope.
He took the sword out of himself and then fell off on the ground.
Yeah.
He probably bled out.
But this is Wakanda.
Okay.
And when I wake up,
I feel like once he pull it out, you bleed to death pretty fast, don't you?
But you have a Black Panther suit on. They could hit the heel.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Maybe.
Dude, how is T'Challa still alive? He was frozen to death. Mm-hmm. He was frozen.
Yeah.
But I'm sure they did some sort of Wakanda powers to get him back together.
The only problem with that movie, well, there's a 4-hour cut that Ryan Coogler said he had. So I was like, there's got to be so much more in that we'll never. He was like, you'll never see it because, well, for one, T'Challa's, what's his name, died. But all the green, they'd have to give you all that money to do all that stuff on a green screen. Right. Like we shot so much. I was like, dog, I want to see that 4-hour cut.
Yeah. But also, me and CT was talking about. First of all, he did win fair and square. He whooped your ass and threw you off the waterfall. You did yield. So that's what yielding is.
I never yield.
I won fair and square, and then you came talking about let's fight with our powers back.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, no, we were supposed to fight without powers, hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah.
Now you're talking about now that we got the purple flower in our body, let's fight now. Like, no, you cheating now. Because technically, Killmonger is still king. You can't just kill him.
And that's when he killed him. Yeah, I had problems with that movie, but I still loved what they did with it. What Wakanda is literally connected to vibranium. Vibranium is what makes the Cap's shield, so that's incorrect. Ooh. Whoa. She said vibranium is what makes Cap's shield, so that's incorrect. It said what Wakanda is literally connected to vibranium.
Yeah, but they also had vibranium story in they had the vibranium story in Age of Ultron.
Hey man, I don't care about spoiling movies that are 10 years old.
No, she's talking about the spoiler Wakanda Forever.
It's not a spoiler.
Yeah,
you're guessing, right?
Right, I'm guessing. Because everyone loves Killmonger.
They better not bring Killmonger. It needs to be Shuri. Shuri does take over in the comic books.
Nobody wants that.
I don't know. Also, she was tripping on set. I doubt they want to give her the movie, the reins. But she was like, hey, we got to change all that.
Right. Yeah.
They got to recast T'Challa, man.
Yeah, I seen a whole video of this. Not only it is unfortunate that his untimely death has happened, it's not fair to the character.
T'Challa.
Yes, you can recast Black Panther, but we need a T'Challa.
Right. T'Challa is the character.
There's the character.
Right.
As in, like, that's real life. This is real life what happened to Chadwick Boseman.
Right.
But as a comic book, you can't kill off our Black hero.
Right.
So people saying don't recast. Like we need this character.
Right.
We need this character because this is what.
Otherwise, T'Challa dies forever.
Right.
Yeah.
That's not fair because we still have Iron Man's gone.
You want to hear an unpopular take?
Go for it.
It's hard to say. I still think that he was a bad pick for Black Panther.
Really?
Yeah.
Go for it.
I feel like he wasn't special as Black Panther. I can't say that I watched Chadwick Boseman as T'Challa and go like, oh, no one else can do that. No one else can do Robert Downey Jr. I mean, Iron Man. I go like, bro, you got big shoes to fill if you're going to take over that world. That's a hard act. Even Spider-Man right now, Tom Holland, I go like, you don't want to follow this kid?
Right.
This kid is killing. I don't think the movies are great.
Right.
But as Peter Parker, Spider-Man, he's killing.
Yeah, 100%. Who'd you have picked? This ain't ready.
I don't have
time to think about
I don't know the dude's name, but he was in Luke Cage. In season 2, he was the Jamaican dude
with the brown eyes.
Yeah, he saved that entire season. Like it was awful until he came in. I was like, oh, he was fire. He's the dude I would have probably picked. I don't know what his African accent is like, but I'm sure he can do more accents. But you'd have to pick like somebody like that. I just go like they was just kind of like, man, nah, dog. Like, cause even Captain America, I go like, you could probably play like no one's replacing Thor.
Yeah,
I go like Chris Hemsworth. He's doing an amazing job as Thor.
Movie was trash. The last one.
Oh, I didn't mind it. The fourth one, I didn't mind it.
We are just bumping heads.
It's okay because Thor set themselves up to be a thing of like, hey, this is a comedy first. This is an action comedy. We set this up from day one. We try to be more drama, but
day one.
We're comedy. I'm bringing a laugh.
Movie 3, you're like, y'all like this? We're gonna give you a lot more.
No, even in 1, it was way funnier than it was better as a movie. It was mad jokes in 1.
Thor 1?
Thor 1 had mad jokes. Because I remember being like, oh, this is way funnier than I thought it was going to be. But it wasn't a great intro. 2 was awful. 2 is like when they were like, oh, okay, let's try to be more serious. And it was trash. Yeah. You got to go with the jokes, man. And then by the time they started doing Infinity Wars and Thor was like, oh, I'm going to bring the heat and do the jokes. That's why 4, me and Tony was on this. That's why I didn't mind 4 because I was like, they said, hey, bro, we bring it a last. From the very beginning of that movie, these jokes.
It wasn't the very beginning. The very beginning was your boy losing his daughter.
No, well, I mean, the first time you see Thor,
it
was the here's the battlefield, and he's doing all the extra shit in front of the. Which they should have done way more with them. Which
they
I guess
definitely cheated with Gore doing a voiceover to kind of tell the story.
I hate that.
Yeah.
There's plenty of superheroes that died. It's not like T'Challa is the first to go, but I do agree it should be recast. They're gonna need to reboot anyways after Phase 6. Yeah, eventually. But they're doing like Iron Heart, which is like the black girl Iron Man, and they're doing. I think female Thor would take off. Woman Thor, female Thor, whatever you want to call them. Sorry about I don't know.
She's dead, right?
Oh yeah, she did die, huh? Good riddance. You know. But yeah, man, I just feel like T'Challa wasn't. So when they're talking about recasting, I was like, I'm not mad at it.
No. I know for sure the next what's the Avengers. The next Avengers. Oh, I should say I would need for one of the Avengers to be older version versus younger version, young Avengers.
Okay, like
because all of them have a younger version of themselves.
Oh, you're talking like multiverse stuff?
No, as in like Captain America now has a black Captain America.
Oh, okay. Sam.
You know what I'm saying? Like even if they all got possessed, somehow. And now they got that. Remember when Loki had possessed Hawkeye? They did something like that, and then or that's a scroll version of all the bad version of the Avengers, and then make Young Justice have to win them over or stop them.
I'm not mad at that. Captain Marvel absolutely hate it. Me and Yo hate her.
Yeah, she's very stubborn, on and off the screen.
We hate her. Yeah. When I saw that in Ms. Marvel, I was like, damn it. Because I'm going to go see that movie. But she sucks. I forgot her real name.
Why don't you like her?
I felt like when I watched her, I was like, they got the plainest chick in the world to try to be charismatic. She's like, you guys like me yet? Huh? You guys like me yet? Am I charming? Huh? Am I winning you over with my charm and wit?
And she has no stakes.
Samuel Jackson saved that whole movie. Yeah. By himself.
Nothing.
70-year-old Sam.
I don't like that. What is her weakness?
we saw her in a commercial. It's like a car commercial. And me, you're like, oh, this bitch. I don't know what her weakness is per se, but
I'm really blown away by how she got her powers. And it's not like she drunk the Tesseract. She just got it blown up in her face, and it still survived.
It was just dumb.
Also, fun fact that I'm just piecing together from the comic books, but also from X-Men, the cartoon animated series. This is how Rogue got her powers. Is sucking it from Captain Marvel.
You never knew that?
I remember from the cartoon, but I never. Now it's kind of crazy piecing it together.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Brie Larson. Oh, go Rogue. That commercial going. Yeah. Jane Foster got played. She had so much potential. Did she? Did she though? I didn't watch and go like, yeah, this is right.
With the MCU and the 616 universe, how would you add the X-Men characters?
Well, I would not.
And Fantastic Four.
I wouldn't. There's so much hurt that has happened to us all from watching those. Because you gotta understand, I didn't like any X-Men movie except for X2, and that was just because that Nightcrawler scene in the beginning was so
starting
good.
over, yeah.
Starting over. How would you incorporate them? I don't know. I don't know, because now I'm just like, God, dog, bro, you guys ruined the Fantastic Four. You know what they should do? Here's what I would do. If I could do anything, I would. You ever see the comic series Planet Hulk? Okay, Planet Hulk is one of the greatest comic series I've ever seen, ever read. I would do. They did a hint of it when Thor 3, when he was fighting when he was like a gladiator fighting under the Hulk. They did a hint of it there, but yet that's where I would start. I would have, because this is what happens in Planet Hulk. You have Black Bolt, who they introduced. You have, and this is what annoys me, because even with Doctor Strange 2, you see the Council, which is supposed to be Black Bolt, which is, I love how they introduced him. He's supposed to be Professor X, Reed Richards, Tony Stark, somebody else, and maybe somebody else. Okay, all your top geniuses, right? And then they ship your Hulk. It was going wild. They ship him to this planet, and then the Hulk has his journey. They should just do Planet Hulk, but they can't clear it. But yet, if they can make a deal with Spider-Man for Sony, they can do this with the Hulk with Universal.
Yeah, well, I think they have one more. They have 2 more years left. Universal,
come on.
They got 2 more years left on their contract for them to.
But don't you bring me this wag ass Bruce Banner Hulk? Give me the Hulk. Anyways, so now I would use that because when Hulk comes back in this World War Hulk, the Hulk comes back and wreak havoc to everybody. He comes in, he beats the shit out of the X-Men. He beats the shit out of Fantastic Four. He beats the shit out of everybody. Every hero on Earth is trying to stop the Hulk in this clique.
Yeah.
That's what they should do to introduce everybody. And then there should be an aftermath where they have to clean up everything that the Hulk did. You know what I mean? That's what they should do. That's how you bring everybody together in one big love fest. They should just make that 3 movies of Planet Hulk itself. Whoa.
I heard that the reason why he's going back out in space is because he has a son out there.
Who, Hulk?
Yeah. You heard about that?
No.
Can remember he got captured for that Kazari, was it Sakari? Have you watched She-Hulk?
She-Hulk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they took him to space, I think he might have some unfinished business with like, hey, you impregnated this woman or this alien, and your son is blah 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 causing havoc.
Okay.
And I think this is how they're setting up Planet Hulk, as in like,
just do the shit that's already written. It's already great. Why doing the extra shit?
It's several. But he had a song. Remember that, right? He had that in the comic book.
Just do Planet Hulk and then do World War Hulk. This shit's done already.
Right, but they're setting it up. They got 2 more years for the contract to end.
Just do the shit that's there. It's already done. It's already fired. Do the shit. Make it move. That's all you got to do. Sick of the shit. You know what would be interesting? Just do the shit. Run the goddamn ball. So I feel like a coach. Just run the goddamn ball. Doing reversing, flea flickers and shit.
I remember we were playing football and my coach tricked the hell out of all of us. We were down like 3 touchdowns. It was halftime. He was like, okay.
Is it practice?
No.
Oh, it's a game?
We're good. Okay. Everybody sit down. We're in a good position. Good position. Watch this. Okay, Dion. So we're gonna do blah blah blah. If he goes left, we're gonna go right. Okay. So you know right? If you go where, what direction you going? Left. Good. You got it. And if he goes out, he's doing this. He's doing this right. Like if he goes for a spread, where you gonna go? ISO, right. So if y'all notice, why don't y'all fucking do it? He punched the chalkboard because he literally was like, if y'all know the assignment, why aren't y'all doing it?
Bro, coaching
set us up.
Drive you crazy, bro. Because you can't go do it. I can't be like, dog, we've done this how many times in practice? And if you answer right, because if you answer wrong, you could be like, okay, maybe I'm coaching bad, right? Okay, maybe I didn't explain this well. Right. That might be my fault. Yeah. But if you go, no, I know I pull left on the right and I come through and I got the linebacker, right, coach? Yeah. And do the shit.
I find it funny that I'm at the age right now where my coaches were this age. I'm thinking like, man, I can imagine teaching
high school kids.
Man.
And the only way you can punish them is just to you can't physically abuse them.
Let me tell you something. My coach tackled people with their uniforms on.
Full pads and shit?
No. Him as is.
That's just...
He was crazy.
No, I mean, you guys were in full pads.
Yeah. He would tackle like, what's wrong with you? I'm talking about the slamming on the ground. The assignment.
That's too much. That's just
bullying. We were good.
That's just bullying.
We were good, though.
This is your head coach?
Head coach.
Oh, that's just bullying.
Yeah. When I knew he was crazy when I saw blood on his forehead, he didn't even acknowledge it. Yeah, he cracked somebody head to head.
I hated the face mask pull.
Oh yeah. What's wrong with you? Yeah, you just gotta be submissive to it.
Oh God, I hated that.
Yeah.
They be asking, did you not see the block? Yeah. Why'd you hit the gap? What do you want me to say right now, coach? I didn't do it.
You know, it's funny. Like
You ever been benched and put right back in?
What?
You ever been benched and put right back in?
Get out of here, man. Roger, sit down. Sit down.
Coach, next play. Rogers, get back in.
Somebody, some second streamers like,
he was hyped around, telling me right here running out. Play, we missed it. Look, Rogers, get back in there.
Because of him benching you, the next player ruined a whole another touchdown. Damn it! Yeah, buddy, I remember them days, man. I've been benched a couple times, and it backfired. There's the light.
Oh, like there it is.
There it is. We're one-sided.
Oh man. A basketball coach threw a basketball full force at a kid's face for talking. I still kind of find it funny today, but it was very wrong. That's awful, bro.
You're very abusive, man.
Oh man, these kids are soft, bro.
Yeah,
we got ripped to shreds.
Mm-hmm.
You talk about, at the very least, the verbal abuse was never. It didn't feel like verbal abuse.
Mm-mm.
I wasn't like he talked to me in a mean manner.
Yeah.
I wasn't like he said horrible words.
Yeah.
The only guy was like, "Don't fucking touch me."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I don't take that shit from nobody.
Yeah.
Don't you put your hands on me.
Yeah.
Like the face mask pull, I definitely got that.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're saying right now, coach.
Yeah.
But if any coach ever, man, I would have broke his finger, dog. Did that shit to me.
I've been slammed.
By a coach?
Yeah.
Oh,
I've been slammed, dude.
Mm-mm.
As in, he tried to tackle me, but I got my balance. And he was like, "No, I'm just gonna pull you over."
Nah, man.
At the time, you know, when you're 100% in the wrong, 100% in the wrong. It was like a quick interception. I'm on a bench. Like I was playing defense, so it was our offense. And as soon as I sat down, like, whoo, and I sat down. It was like interception, and I didn't even know it happened that quick. No, it was like a fumble or something. And I didn't know what happened that quick. And then like defense, get back out there. I'm still on the bench, like. And then they just took advantage of me not being there.
No one noticed.
noticed. And then they were just like the lineman ain't over here. Like let's all do a sweep that way.
You're in there. Get in the water.
And you can send go to the crowd on the sideline like, move. Yeah, embarrassing in front of everybody.
Man, I coached the middle school kids. I wasn't ever crazy. Because to me, man, it's even with my daughter, I'm so teaching. It's like instructor. It's not like there's no need to yell. My daughter made a mess this morning. And I saw Yo's face. I was like, it's okay. I was like, she just needs to know when she makes a mess, she has to clean it up, right? So I was like, not a problem. I was like, we get down, we clean it up, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, there's no need to yell or get mad at you.
Why you saying that? She looked at Yo like, do like this. Do it again.
Yeah, right.
Like, listen what Daddy said.
Izzy would have lost a whole pigtail. It would have snatched that right off. No, but I was just like, man, I hated being yelled at. I never felt like it was better than you just teaching me something. But then it's like, it's the fear that you're gonna remember this. You know what I mean? I hated it. Izzy had scissors once, and I remember my mom and Yo were about to yell at her, and I was like, Izzy, come here. And just come here. It's like, I got on one knee and I just talked to her. I said, we can cut ourselves. You can do this. I don't want to see you get hurt. You want to get hurt? And I was like, this is very dangerous. Okay, never touch scissors again. And there's no need to jump down her throat. That was like a year or some change ago. And or like when we're doing dishes, she's like, okay, I can't touch knives. I can't touch the scissors. I'm like, all these kids ain't dumb, dog.
Yeah.
Anyways, parent shame. Yeah. My bad. I don't know he is now, but he died. But did he hold a grudge? I think those are the people you see out making a serial killer. Funny. There's a fact that little Izzy looks so much like you, make you less willing to yell at her. I'm just not a yeller, bro. Like, that's the most disrespectful thing you can do to somebody. It's yell at somebody.
You have a lot of anger, though.
I do.
So you do have anger.
I have anger.
So how you gonna not side with your new Incredible Hulk?
What do you mean?
He's been calm now. He understands that he don't need to do that.
I don't want to see Hulk for his calmness. That's not why I signed up to see Hulk.
But he's evolved.
It's like this. All right. If I was a fighter, okay, I'm like, oh, you guys all know me for fighting, okay, and then I went into straight stand-up comedy, right? I'd be like, hey, get your ass back in that ring and you fight people, or you teach, or you instruct. Like, I come to you for this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you remember when Common made an album when it was like a party album?
Mm-hmm.
I say, I don't need you for this, Common.
Right.
Yeah, I don't need you. I don't come to
Universe something.
Universal doo. I say fresh like I'm wrapped in plastic. Hey nigga, the light. I need you for this shit. I don't need Nas doing Uchi Wally.
Right.
Give me that.
You like niggas tap dancing?
No, other ways around.
Man, you want them to do what you famous for.
Or do what I come to you for this.
Right. We don't want you to evolve. That's what you're saying.
Yeah. Stay right there.
Yeah.
I pay you for this. You go do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want Hulk to.
Got a great storyline.
Oh no, he doesn't.
If you follow the evolution of Incredible Hulk, he actually has a great storyline. And now this is a good position for him to be the possessed, right? Because the last time he was a raging alcoholic, I'm gonna keep saying that.
A rageaholic?
Rageaholic.
That's what they call it.
Was it
I am one.
He controlled it, but I would say either Age of Ultron, when they pretty much poisoned his brain to kill up that African country, or Ragnarok, when he was in the arena. Mm-hmm. But he controlled it. He's like, he could talk like, yeah, beauty, God. He was good. But in the comic books, the Hulk definitely talked.
The talking is fine.
You want him to be uncontrollable.
Go be Hulk. Go do something Hulkish.
But you're a hero. You
can still go fight somebody go be a Hulk. Hulk smash. Go Hulk smash. Go fight something.
You know how ignorant that sounds?
Dog, the whole Avengers, the whole last one, he did nothing. Where was he? There was a huge battle scene. Right. Where was the Hulk at? Right. A huge battle with Thanos and all these other. Where was Hulk?
He had a deflated arm.
Where was Hulk? So what? You don't fight when you're hurt? Oh my God, the Hulk is hurt.
He was punching people like this. He was dragging them on the ground.
Dog, you go fight, Hulk. You go fight.
Right. I enjoyed it though. I enjoy the Incredible Hulk. He's evolved. Now he can possibly get possessed again, and they're gonna have to bring him back down.
Do you like soggy cereal? Do you like soggy cereal?
No.
That is the evolution of cereal milk. Do you like your cereal milk?
Do I like my what?
Cereal milk?
Yes.
Okay. Do you like it crunchy or do you like it soggy?
So you only like the beginning.
Do you like it crunchy or do you like it soggy?
I like it crunchy.
Okay. There was a crunchy Hulk in the beginning. Mm-hmm. Now it's evolved to a soggy Hulk that I don't like.
So we should have used them up really quick, which we did.
No. You should just pour me some more fresh Hulk. I want more fresh Hulk. I don't want this soggy Hulk. This is evolution of soggy Hulk, and I hate it. I don't want soggy Hulk anymore. Give me that crunchy pow. This is amazing taste of Hulk.
Everyone evolves.
Evolving doesn't always mean a good thing, Dion. Okay? Some people are perfect right where they are. Hulk smash.
All right. Let's see what 37 is.
So I don't watch the show either, but it sounds like it's more mature now. What if he rage about old people things instead? No, it's not that he's evolved. They just make him a bitch now. You know what I'm saying? Instead of Planet Hulk, Pussy Hulk. That's what they did. Don't go to the effort of having Hulk in the show if he's going to be soft. Thank you. I don't want to see Hulk just standing there figuring shit out. I'm thinking, Hulk going to do his math work. What? What are we talking about?
Okay, how long can we drag the Incredible Hulk? Him being a raging alcoholic.
What do you mean, how long can I drag?
So give me a good storyline when Hulk is
Planet Hulk, World War Hulk. There's two great storylines already done and written. Hulk can talk. He's smart. People screwed him, and he goes and gets his payback. There's a Planet Hulk. He gets shot on this planet. He becomes a gladiator. He fights for his freedom. He marries the girl who becomes the king of this planet. Somebody blows up his planet. Hulk is Hulk. He survives. He comes back to Earth, finds out who did it, rages war on the entire planet. World War Hulk. You know what I'm saying?
But can we get there?
Yes.
He's going back to space.
We can get there if they just do it.
They're setting it up.
He's not going to be unless he is rageful Hulk. You can't have Hulk calculated like Let me see here. I was thinking about this, and I see why you guys did that. That makes sense. Okay. Oh, shit. Here, let me see right here. This makes sense to everybody. Where's the pen in my crossword puzzle? You're hilarious, spicy. None of that ever happened on yet. When Hulk realized that the Avengers screwed him, he fucked them all up the way. Come on, man. Hulk smash!
You know how ignorant and stubborn and stupid you sound? Hulk smash. What is the politically correct way of saying Hulk smash?
Why is there politically correct?
Not politically correct. What is the grammatically correct way of saying Hulk smash?
Hulk smash. We ain't got time for extra words. Hulk smash.
Why do you gotta say your name?
Huh?
That's more of a
Hulk smash.
That's more of a demand from somebody else versus him saying it.
Now you want him to be like, I think it is time to destroy some objects and beat up some people in the worst way. I think that would be the right thing to do. Blah, 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 blah. You want to hear that shit? Hulk smash.
I think that's somebody's telling him that. I think he says, if he says smash time, right?
Time to smash.
Oh, he said Hulk smash.
Hulk smash, baby. When the Hulk realized, all right, cancel She-Hulk and use the money to make a new series of Luke Cage. Not with the same people who did it. They ruined Luke Cage. Not with Mike Coulter, boring ass. Oh, I think I'll just go around here.
I really despised the fact they had Defenders with 3 of the same characters.
What do you mean? That's who the Defenders are.
I mean, as in, like, they're the same powers, man.
Who are you talking about?
Like, Iron Fist.
Jessica Jones and Iron Man. I mean, in Luke Cage, I give you that. They're about the same. She's a little weaker.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, Daredevil is, he's dope. I mean, he's always the one that sticks out. But Iron Fist, is he invincible? He just got a fire fist, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's his main power, but it's like the control of chi and stuff like that. Supposedly, you can put that anywhere. That the whole chi can be controlled anywhere. But even it's the control of the chi that makes it more powerful than the actual Iron Fist itself.
I didn't know they had season 3 of that.
Of Iron Fist?
Yes.
I don't think there was.
It is.
Where?
On Netflix.
I know there was 2.
Yeah, I was like, man, I tapped out. I watched all of them, all first season. No, these mothers a lot. I watched them mad late.
But Daredevil and Punisher were so good. Woo!
I can't agree with Punisher, man.
What?
The
Punisher season 1?
Construction site. I was like, man, get to it. Episode 1 was fire. But then I was like, get to it. What's the problem? I can't get into it. I don't know who the villain was. I tapped out.
Punisher was fire.
Defender was supposed to be the Avengers of that, but it was trash.
Like street level Avengers, they ruined
street level.
Iron Fist as well. Yeah, the Defenders are supposed to include Doctor Strange. Marvel didn't want to include the Marvel MCU Netflix shows. I get it. Jackie Jones always looks so unbathed.
Spicy original, man.
There's no reason there's no season 3 of Luke Cage. I'm just talking this morning. No, Iron Fist. Yeah, I don't think there's a season 3.
Man, look it up, man.
I think only did 2, man. There's a season 3 of Daredevil. That was the only one I think that got season 3. Luke Cage was so bad. Them cats ruined. Could have been beautiful. Could have been wonderful. And then they get mad. Oh, they canceled black shows. Y'all been doing a good job, man. Let's be honest about it. They did a terrible shit job.
When somebody like, why y'all cancel? Whose money is paying for this? We need it. Whose money is paying for this?
Mike Coulter was he was awful. I don't like Mike Coulter in anything he's doing. I just think that right here is a good place, a good time to boring ass, Hulk ass wanna be trash, Lack. Dion's face when he's wrong is hilarious.
Shut your ass up.
Dion, when he sees the facts, let me keep looking. There's got to be some kind of error.
It got to be something that can make me justify my.
I think. No,
how can I flip this to make
me still wrong?
Shut up, King Sam. I'm mad because you don't agree with me. That's why you're a queen. I don't know why I said that.
You are getting very, very, very un-Hulk-like because he's angry now. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But now he's a bitch. Mm-hmm. But you're being an old Hulk. Mm-hmm. Very vengeful way. Yeah, man. Anyways.
Yeah, man. That's another hour. Right
anyways.
37. Dion about to flip the table.
This is a big table.
Yeah. Big table energy right here.
You could do it. Mm-hmm. Mesa. Call that for last episode. Anyways. Thank you guys for watching another episode of Lackaroni and Chaz.
Mesa. Come on.
Get by myself. I'm going to do it by myself right now.
Mesa, that's funny. That's call that. Yeah.
That was from last week's episode.
Hello.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that, King Sam. Thank you for watching another episode of Lackaroni and Chaz. Check, please.
We'll do it again next week. We drop every Tuesday, unless you're here live watching and you guys know what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's funny people haven't seen it. Had to have a great day. And Suzette's trying to type something. She must have fingers busy. Have a great day. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate your time as always. And see you guys next week, man.
Yeah.
Anything else on the way out?
This is the new location.
Dang.
This is the new location that we will be shooting the podcast. This is LTE Studios. We will. You might see it a lot in other people's podcasts. We're going to outsource it to creatives. If you're in Los Angeles, please come through and do what you do. And we have another one on the other side, and it's a little loungy area.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if you see anything in this podcast, please timestamp it so we can repost it. Makes it our lives easier when it comes to Instagram, creating content for the other people who are not watching it live. Please like, subscribe, comment below, and minimize the amount of cocaine you use on a weekly basis.
Wow, that's great advice right there.
Just minimize it. I'm not saying remove it. Just minimize it.
Yeah.
How do you feel about open drug usage?
As far as what?
If somebody's like, hey man, we can't stop these people from doing drugs. Let's just make it safe and provide clean needles, beds when they fall asleep. You know, how you feel about that versus
the war on drugs versus the war versus the putting people in prison who have a problem they're struggling with.
Mm-hmm.
I really wish that more money went to rehab than to prison time. That same amount of money that you spend putting these people in jail, you can actually put it into rehab for them. If you can make somebody spend 6 months in jail, why can't you make somebody spend 6 months in rehab?
Because that requires staff.
I mean, but it's the same amount of money.
Somebody has to teach them. You're not in prison. Just know that.
But like rehab's a choice, right? Like people can leave whenever they want. They can check themselves out. But jail's not.
I'm good now.
But if I'm like,
I'm good.
When most people break the law, I'm like, man, people, them cats who are on drugs and they're hooked and it's a sickness at that point and it's a disease. I'm like, yeah, just make them do rehab until
In
they're
prison.
Not in prison.
What if they did some crimes?
That's here's the thing though. I go, we know a lot of people, not personally, but people stole a lot of stuff during the crack era. They were hooked on crack, right? Which is a disease that makes you do whatever. You're not in your right mind anymore, right? So they'll put you in if you're not, I don't want to say black, but other people who can get into a psychiatric hospital or a place instead of jail, right? Because you know these people who are on crack or on these drugs are there because their mental health is off. Correct, right? The brain has been poisoned enough they're not even thinking about anything but that next high. Right. So how can you say this person is in the right state of mind? They're not, clearly, right? Because their whole lives are changed. So we'll go, okay, put this person in jail. Let's not give them the help that they need. Let's not give them all the resources that the rehab has or a psychiatric hospital has. It's not the same resources as being in jail. So, but they'll let you sit there in jail for 6 months to a year, put you right back out there in the same thing with less skills than you had before. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, just reallocate those funds. You can do the exact same thing. You can diagnose this person definitely has a sickness, a disease. They're not in the right mental state. Let's put them here where they can actually get the help that they need, not just back on the streets chasing this.
Yeah, that's a great opinion, but it's like it's them saying, "You did the crime, do the time."
Of course,
yeah, that's what they're thinking.
But you see what happened when it became the white opioid.
Yeah,
rehab. Wow, all the help that people get now, crazy, ain't it?
Right.
Crazy all the help that's out there, all the facilities. That's some shit.
Zowo and Moyo.
What's up, Zowo? We out of here, man.
Yeah.
Let's go. You didn't tell me your opinion.
Huh?
What's your opinion
on drugs?
Yeah, on open usage.
My opinion on open usage, I feel like people are going to do drugs. 100%. I think drug dealers won't like it, but I think you should do purity drugs as in, is it pure? You're not killing them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Coke with all the extra Coke stuff, just the coca leaf.
Just to kind of like say, hey, I know it's kind of hard to say and ask somebody, hey, doctor, can you check to see if this cocaine is pure?
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, hey, this is 45% cocaine, 55% fentanyl.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I wouldn't try it.
Well, yeah, well, that would be good.
Right. Mm-hmm. So it's like, don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, okay, now they got to make a decision. Versus like, damn it, we got another body on the ground. I think it should, because you can't stop people from doing drugs. They have to change.
They've been failing for centuries.
Right. It's not going to happen overnight. You can do as many Dare commercials and keep your kid off drugs and all that stuff. You can do as much as you want. People are still going to do it. You can't stop people from having pleasure.
Right.
It's like removing dessert. Hey, everybody, stop eating sugar. Sugar's killing us. They literally had 2 documentaries of McDonald's, and their sales went up. So, I think if you let people in on certain, hey, this is what happens when you do it, but at the same time, this could possibly kill you. The amount of blah blah blah. We're not going to take you to jail. We know what you're doing is illegal. But I'm just letting you know, this is where you can have do drugs at here. And no judgment, but I'm letting you know this is not pure.
Man, I don't know. I'm like, can you ever get to a place where you can do that in this country? Mm-hmm. Man, shit. There's money in jails. There's money in drugs, right?
Big bars.
But I'm like, there's a lot of white people who will lose money.
Yeah.
If you legalize drugs and you took people out of prisons.
Yeah.
There's a lot of money to be lost, which is why I don't think we'll ever see it.
You know, there's a family that'd be really upset if you ban Top Ramen.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. We didn't tell them it was healthy.
Right.
We know it's a lot of sodium.
Right. Oh, you're asking for that organic Whole Foods quality cocaine, not that price right fits all Coke. Yeah, man. There's so much reform that needs to happen that will never be discussed because too many people in power will lose a lot of money. I think. I'm so really shocked that weed got legal.
Legal what?
That they legalized weed for the most part.
I'm shocked they legalized black people. honestly, if I was this sounds very racist.
I already agree with you.
You know what's going right.
I do.
If I was a white person and they said, "Hey, man, let's have a conscience. These niggas are people. We shouldn't we shouldn't treat them as animals."
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll treat my naggers a little better. All right, how's that? Now I won't whip them as often, and they can be in the house by Sunday. How's that? Is that fair enough?
No, because they're still people. They need to be free. Where they gonna go?
Wait a minute, goddammit.
We got 100% profit over here.
100% profit. You want to take that off so they can feel free and go away, roam around.
And just imagine the white people watching them getting free like this. Like, where they gonna go?
Somebody came up with some papers. Well, I guess you guys can go.
So
where?
Well, just don't stay here no more.
I need a
movie of that.
If I was a slave, I'd be hot, bro. I'm like, no,
it's illegal. I'm sure it was hiding illegal slavery.
Oh yes.
Hey man, black people have been free 15 years ago. Why you so hold these?
No, it's not. Who told y'all that? If somebody come up and like, Master, is it true we've been free?
Yeah.
No. Who told you that?
I need a movie of that transition of where they go and somebody hold on to them like, who gonna take care of our fields? Gotta hire somebody.
Also, a lot of it too was like the whole indentured servant thing, right? Like they started paying cats, but then they charged them for everything, right? They charge you for using the tool so they can pay you. They charge you to stay on our land, blah, blah, all these other things. It was just like, we're just going to get the closest we can to free labor. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, someone had the bright idea for the prison system. They're like, oh, this is great. So
that was brilliant. I ain't gonna hold you. White people were brilliant for it.
Brilliant.
They say, hey, you're free. You can stay here.
But you can't stand anywhere because that's called loitering, and that's illegal. Get them for standing.
He said, "Stay here. We're gonna pay you. We're gonna pay you $20 to keep working here, but at the same time, we're gonna charge you $20
to keep working
to stay in your home where you're at."
Bro, and then cats literally made up a law that you can't be caught standing around. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You can't just be here unemployed, standing, chilling, or we will take you to jail for loitering. That is what loitering is.
That's 100% for black people?
Loitering can't, yeah.
Wow.
That was the law of loitering.
I know that. I gotta look it up, bro. I need a movie. I gotta do my research. I need a movie of the transition of slaves to freedom and the awkward the moments of where we supposed to go. Hey, you can stay here. We just gonna charge you. We're gonna pay you, then charge you. So
this one was like, hey, Dion, I need you to go over here and pick this car. And he was like, kiss my black ass. I'm just kidding, man. I can say that now without dying, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, I do that for you real quick. It's gonna cost you a little bit of bread. Let's kiss my dick, Pepper. Yeah. Anyways, I'm just joking, man. Plus, man, nothing really changed. Mm-hmm. The treatment, that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Honestly, let's be honest. If historically, slavery is slavery. Slavery is always awful. Historically, if cats was treated with love, respect, kindness, it'd be way easier to tolerate. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Than the actual death, murder, selling, the raping. You go like, hey man, that's the shit. Mm-hmm. The historic treatment of slaves.
Yeah.
You can tolerate some things. You're like, oh, we don't have our, but we're treated kindly, with respect. Mm-hmm. We have a start time and end time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You'd be like, nah, like, not saying that you would be rushing to do it, mm-hmm. but you'd be like, I can take this without having to selling off family, bro. Like, Cass was wild. Cass was wild, bro.
Yeah.
They're shipping your daughter off, right? Selling your wife. Like, what are you talking about?
Funny thing is, why they was getting married.
Jumping the broom.
Slaves was getting married.
And then, Cass would take your wife. We're gonna take your daughter, take your wife upstairs. No, you're not.
I mean, yes.
Hey, man,
it's an or what?
Crazy. That's why I'm just like, that's a man. Kudos. People be like, I would have done such a kudos to every single ancestor, bro, who had the strength to go through that shit and hope for something better.
You know, I can see year one. Yes, you had that sort of fight. Year one, you like, nigga, we were not raised like this. But if you are 300 years in, when you seen your dad get knocked out, your uncle get knocked out, you ain't all of a sudden like, hey, man,
this is what our life is.
Right. You've been inferior your entire life.
And people get mad at black people being like, just follow along, put your eyes down. It's like, yeah, dog, because they don't want to see you get hung and burned and
make you watch it.
Yeah, I'm not always mad at people, and they're like, yo, because getting into the house is like, it's a little better than being out there. Right. Man, I'm not been mad at people, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let people want to call you a coon and a sellout. Like, hey, man, you can call me whatever you want. Mm-hmm. Cats had to really endure some bullshit.
Yeah.
Ain't a nigga out there right now alive, bro, who can take that shit.
Yeah.
None.
Yeah.
And then these niggas want to talk about I would run. Shut your ass.
Yeah, because you literally, as a 3-year-old, you've watched a hanging. You watch whoopings. They will force you to watch it.
You watching your family, everybody's family at that point. You watching your family, man.
Yeah.
Shut your asses up.
Yeah. And then on the flip side, some people are like, man, if I was white, if I was, a white person, like if I was in slavery, I would have done something. No, you would have not. You would have owned a pack of niggas yourself.
First of all, you'd have been a nigger lover.
That's a crime.
That's a crime.
That's a crime. The funny thing is, we were accessories to pleasure. They were just like, it was like, I don't want to have sex with my wife. Hey, see if Mary Sue is available for a quick pleasure of sex right now.
And then you hear about like Bronco busting and shit.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Come on, dog.
Yeah, man. It's a dark time, yo.
Come on, man. You say, I'm tired of the slave movies, especially when it's white people profiting off them. Maybe if it was a project completely run by black people. I don't mind. I'm not mad at slave movies.
I'm angry at it.
Why?
I'm tired of it. You're right. I need a sharecropping movie. I need that transition. That's something I appreciate.
I don't get mad at slave movies if it's a movie about, man, there's so many stories that haven't been told that we have. What I don't like is not talking about it and burying it. We can't let that happen where we go, because there's already a push right now to not discuss these things in school, right? There's already a discussion right now to bury everything that's happened and to make America look like this nice country who helped and brought us over here and gave us a nice package, warm welcome. You know what I mean? So I'm like, we're not going to sit here and bury, and then we're not going to forget how repulsive it was. We're not going to forget how abusive it was. We're not going to forget these things. Mm-hmm. Like, there's no forgetting. When you watch this shit, oh, well, some white people feel bad. Mm-hmm. We didn't have anything to do with it. You fucking benefited from it, so you did. Mm-hmm. When no one's getting off the hook.
This is how my analogy of it. Imagine if your mom and your father relationship, and it's like, hey, let's watch the movie where your dad beat your mom again. Mm-hmm. Like, why? Like, I know it's dark, but it just needed, so you know that your father wasn't the best person. You're like, yeah, I've seen it. We got to see it from a different angle now.
Well, how's the movie end?
You were born because your mom kept you alive. He wanted to get rid of you, and we wanted to show that you're a survivor. We got this perspective. Then we have from her at the job. But then we have your grandmother keeping you alive. Same movie, but just different angles, different POVs, and your mom was the same that kept you alive.
Sound like movies about success and strength and freedom. No,
but the highlight of the movie is your dad beating your mom. Like, oh my God, this is dark. This is very expensive.
If you did a movie about my dad beating my mom, and if my mom still went on to get her degree, if my mom still wanted to do this by herself, and she showed strength, class, grace, all that stuff that people inspire to be, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. I go like, this is way more inspiring because they tried to kill you, they tried to bury you, and you still prevail. Somebody needs that strength. Somebody needs to see it. I think about that shit all the time. Like, nigga, this ain't shit. Mm-hmm. Whatever we're going through right now as people, ain't a goddamn thing wrong. Yeah. Niggas get mad because they can't find parking spots. Raise their hand. Life is so amazing. My internet went out yesterday. Oh, that was the worst thing that happened to me. Yeah. Come on, dog. I was like, shit is amazing.
Yeah. It's good.
All right.
We did another
half
an hour.
You brought this up.
I did.
And get me in the rant mode.
Yeah. I got cars back.
All right. There's almost a white savior token white character in the end of these slave movies. I'm just having that. Well, I'm talking about that. That I agree.
Oh, yeah.
All right, y'all. We out of here. All right. Thank y'all for hanging out, man. What's up, Twilla?
What's up?
Twilla's live in person, man. Extended cut, like a Chaz. You'd love to see it. Yeah, the extended cut. I'll probably cut that out from the actual YouTube. Only for y'all, man. Only for y'all.
Or just take another 20 minutes and put another take. Because we already exited, and then we came back again. We take that whole slavery, war and drugs, and just have us another 20 minute content. Throughout the week. It's not.
Yeah. Sick of Dion. Dion be like, yeah, man. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, you ain't gonna do it.
That was the switcheroo.
I don't like Dion, man. It's the last time I'm talking to him, bro. I'm only coming over here for Twilla. How you feeling, Twills?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great, man.
I feel like with this set over here, I got like a front row seat. I like it.
Eventually, you could start doing some shit live, bro.
Yeah.
The small audience. Start inviting people.
Huh?
Hey, thank y'all for watching, man. You guys are still in here. Appreciate y'all. I do want to see more triumph slave stories. I don't want to agree, but I want to see more fight, more freedom. I'm about it, man. I'm about it. Because what's that movie could have been so dope? What was the movie? Nat Turner.
Yeah.
Everybody was waiting for Nat Turner to be amazing.
Yeah, that had so much potential.
You were like, ooh, they about to catch it.
Or like, I feel like Danny Glover was working on a movie for a long time about Haiti.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
And it never, like, we've never seen it. Like,
man, you got to see
that's
those.
The story right
yes. I forgot, homie. It's Toussaint, something like that.
Overture.
And then Chris Rock did a fake movie for it. Remember that in Top 5?
You
got to see that movie.
I think Will Smith had one too, right?
Yeah, he does have a. Yeah. Hey, Twilla, are you going to talk about Honk for Jesus on RAC?
Yeah, we're about to drop that episode. We actually mentioned it on the last week's.
Did you see Honk for Jesus?
I did.
Oh, was it good?
I liked it.
Me and Yo were just talking about seeing it.
Yeah.
If it was worth seeing?
Yeah, I feel like some church folk are definitely tight about it, but it's a satire. It's well done.
What aren't church folks tight about?
I mean, listen.
That's why I got out. That's why I got out the game.
I mean, I've worked in churches. I've seen it. I grew up in church, worked in church.
Yeah.
I've seen some stuff.
I got out the church game because I couldn't have my thoughts. You know what I mean?
Well, they want you to think that you can't have your thoughts.
Right.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I can't. If I find this funny, I'm not allowed to talk about it because now I'm blaspheming. And I was like, I don't feel that way. I just feel like there's different lenses to look at things. Some are comedy in my mind. And I always feel like comedy is a way of honoring something, not a way of trashing it, you know?
Yeah, I get it. But then also the stuff they call blasphemy is like when you're talking about the pastor, I'm like, you ain't Jesus, so
for real, pastor.
like,
you ain't for free of sin, pastor.
You ain't.
Me and Yo were talking about. I asked her if she had a godfather. So I haven't taught Izzy any religion yet because I don't feel like she's at an age where she can understand religion for religion's sakes. Not that she can't understand the rules of like praying to God and stuff, but there's different facets to religion, the good and bad. I want her to be able to learn, right? Before I teach her what religion. Because I don't want to teach her religion. I want to teach her different religions, and I want her to either piece her own beliefs together or pick what she wants.
Yeah.
I don't want to force a religion on her because I hated having a religion force on me, you know?
Yeah.
Especially one where I didn't agree with everything.
Yeah.
And so I was asking her, I was like, hey, Izzy doesn't have a godfather. I haven't named anybody. So I was like, did she have a godmother? And Yo was like, no, she hasn't been baptized. And I was like, what's that got to do with having a godmother? She's Catholic,
okay.
Right? So I was like, black people just name anybody a godfather. We'll take you off and put somebody else on as your new godfather, right? I was like,
I got a godmother at 18. I was grown.
Yeah. I'm like, man, you'll have my godfather came out was 6 or 7.
Yeah.
So, black people will just give you a godfather later. Anyways, and she was like, well, she has to be baptized first. And I was like, no, she don't. I was like, but I also told her, I was like, but she's like, then where's the God at if you don't? And then I was like, hey, man, I thought it was like just a term. And it was like your godfather. But I guess it came from from having God sitting over. Yeah, I was like, oh, how does a comedian honor comedy during the crowd work? Huh? How does a comedian honor comedy during crowd work? What do you mean? I don't understand that question.
How you said you making jokes or doing comedy is like honoring something.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're doing crowd work on the stage, and you talking about the audience, how is that honoring them? I think that's.
How's that honoring the people?
Yeah.
Because I incorporate you in my comedy. I don't making fun of somebody is one thing. Making fun of something is different. If I'm making fun of it to the point of like in a negative way. If I'm roasting somebody out of love, that's different than roasting somebody out of spite. You know what I mean? Yeah. Out of fake. Because you can really disrespect somebody and be like, yo, this is why you're such and such, such and such. And they might be like, oh. Yeah. But it's a different thing if I roast my friends.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's like, it's out of love for me, So if I ever go into the crowd and do crowd work, it's purely out of like, oh man, look at who put this outfit together? Mm-hmm. We're having a moment together as friends, I believe. And I always feel like that with your audience. They're strangers, but they're your family. They came here to see you. Like, we family, right? You got to do all that good stuff. It all should be honoring, man. Like, when it comes from a good place, if it comes from a place of like I'm just being mean to be mean.
Like, my brother hates going to like comedy because crowd work, right?
Uh-huh.
So when Dion went back on stage for the first time,
Mm-hmm.
my brother and sister went. They both hated,
Mm-hmm.
but they were supporting Dion.
Mm-hmm.
And they show up there, and I guess it's so crowded they end up on the front row.
Mm-hmm.
And that my sister was like, "Yo, Bryant got it." Like, but it was like nothing was mean.
Yeah.
It was just like he hates that type of attention.
No
the
doubt.
Whole night,
Everybody does.
it was attention on him.
Yeah.
It was just like,
oh man, well, you get to be a part of the show. I've been a godfather without attending any baptism Christians yet. Yeah, I mean most black people have, including the crowd. Is a joke, is a great making fun of someone dance moves is a good laugh. How far is too far? It depends, because if an audience member is being loud and rude, and I go like, "Oh, you want this attention? You go get this attention." Now my goal is to shut you up or make you leave. I don't care which one you do.
oh, dang.
But if it's, I remember Tony Baker told me once I was too mean to the audience, because it was, man. But if you talking, I'm trying to get these jokes out. You want this attention.
Yeah.
You got it. But it's only too far to me if it's not funny, man. You know what I mean? If it's not funny, or if the audience member is clearly uncomfortable, then you move on.
Yeah.
If you keep digging on somebody who's clearly uncomfortable, you're just being a dick.
Yeah.
And that's not the point. That's not the goal. To me, some people, man, they don't care. Just like, do what I want. Like, nah, man, it's the goal. Let's make people laugh, yo. That's the goal. I hate when comedians say, "I'm just up here for me. I don't care if I don't like it." That's the fucking goal. What are you talking about?
I just gotta let this out. I just gotta talk. Can I talk?
What do you talk, man? You don't make this is for the people. That's like if somebody went and was like, "Hey, you're an architect. You start building a house. This is not what I asked for." It's like, "Well, I made this house for me." What the fuck are you talking about? If I go to a restaurant and I'm like, "Yo, can I get the spaghetti?" and I get fucking chicken Caesar salad.
Yeah.
Like, they dog. Well, I made this for me. What? Do what I hired you for. I'm paying you for this service.
That's funny. That's a good point.
This doesn't make any sense. I hate comedians. Doing this for me, dog. What would you do differently when you got saved in Oakland? Would you practice more crowd work, have better jokes, or if you had a chance? Well, I saved myself in Oakland because I'm hilarious. And I wouldn't have changed anything I said or did. Man, I'm not. Some things don't work. Some jokes don't work. Some things don't work. I wouldn't change it because it didn't work. You go, okay, that didn't go exactly as planned. Would I still do that joke again? Sure. The different audience? Sure. I still think it's funny. I would probably have a better, and like I said, it got awkward, but it wasn't to a point where I was like, "Oh no, I'm about to bomb." I just go like, "Oh, y'all didn't like that, huh?" And then we just talked about it, and you just let people know it's out of love. So I want to change anything personally. No, man, you just keep being funny. If you do a joke that doesn't do well, just do a better joke. That's the only advice I have.
I went to the Netflix's.
Which one did you see?
85 South.
Okay, how was theirs?
I love 85 South.
Yeah.
But they brought on a bunch of different comedians.
Yeah.
This dude bombed so bad, and the crowd was so disrespectful.
Oof.
Like, they just started, you heard the slow booze happening.
Mm-hmm.
I was so embarrassed for him. Like, and then the audience members started roasting.
Who's the comedian?
I can't even think of his name. I can't think of his name.
Watching somebody gets bombed is hilarious and awful at the same time.
I was just like, I experienced embarrassment from him. Like, so awful.
You got the empathy embarrassment?
Yeah, I just be like, oh man.
What's they doing? Hey,
Because I know so many comedians. It's
yeah,
just
you
like,
want to come sit over here? They're asking for you, twins.
I know you put no face on, guys.
You put no face on. What are you talking about?
No face on.
Oh my god, you
I
can
rolled out of bed.
cross the joke off the list like Dion Cole. Nah, man, and you can always add to the joke. You can always build it. Hey, there she is.
I'm here.
What's up, Twills?
What's up? You know, that was embarrassing. It was like, what was it? Apollo. It felt like Showtime at the Apollo. Like they had to come back out and save him. 85 South. Carlos.
Oh man, they didn't roast him for his bombing.
They slightly roasted him, but it was like, come on, man. He was just trying to tell jokes. And he came on confident. He had on a pink suit. He was so confident. That's why he messed up.
Oh man, you gotta come out super humble. Stay basic, my friend.
Oh man, but yeah.
Watching somebody bombing is horrible. Bombing is a horrible thing to go through. You go like, Okay, but also that's the worst thing that's ever going to happen to you. So honestly, it's not that bad.
Really?
Yeah.
That is the reason I will never try stand up.
What happens after that? You still go home, right?
I had that experience. I was like vulnerable and sharing some stuff in front of a bunch of strangers.
Mm-hmm.
I bombed. I feel like that's rejection.
Wait a second. Wait a minute. You mean this is hypothetical?
Hypothetical. I've never done it.
Wait. What's wrong with rejection?
I don't like it.
Why?
I need to be validated sometimes.
Rejection is not a bad thing.
Why?
So here's the thing about rejection.
Uh-huh.
If you think about rejection as in like you're rejecting me as a person, that's different. I feel like that's this inner stuff we need to work on.
Uh-huh.
If you take rejection as these jokes aren't working for the crowd, that's different. Then I go like, I need to go have better material.
That's good.
I need to go work because all an audience response is only critique.
Okay.
Not criticism, critique, but it's in how you take it. Criticism is different than critique.
I believe that. Yeah.
Okay, so I love critiquing.
But criticism.
I go keep your goddamn opinion to yourself.
Yeah.
If you want to criticize something, that's already coming with a negative thought.
Right.
But critiquing is a helpful thing. You know what I mean? You're like, I have an idea to make this better. How you make this better?
But I feel like
work,
in that forum, though, it's not a chance to really be critiqued.
Sure, it is.
Sure, y'all hop off stage and then y'all tag up people's jokes.
No, sure
but the audience itself.
The audience is giving you the most basic, raw response. That's the best thing you can do.
Crickets?
Crickets is a great tell. That shit ain't working. You know what I mean?
But then you just put art. It's personal. As an artist, I'm sensitive about my shit.
No doubt, Erica. I know. But also, not everything you do is going to be for everybody. Right? So a lot of times, I feel like comedians get this idea wrong that everybody's supposed to laugh at your jokes. You don't find your audience finds you. Your job is to go be everywhere.
Okay.
You go be everywhere, and out of those 100 people, if one person loves you, that's great.
I just want to go and be funny.
That's the goal.
That's all I want.
That's the goal.
If I step on stage ever,
right,
you laughing at these jokes.
Right. Or you go, no one laughed at that. So let me see how I can make this. And you go again, and you go again, and you go again, and you go again, and you go again.
Yeah.
And you do this for the rest of your life. And then you start trickling more laughs. And people will be like, hey, I like this person's point of view. I think, and that's 100% how you get a fan. I think like this person.
Yeah, that's true.
That is.
That's true.
I'll be like, yo, I like what this person's doing. I like what this person has to say. Which is why when people are like, Chaz is strong in his stance, I'm like, this is how I think.
Yeah.
I'm not going to bend it.
That's really true. Because what's that comedian? I was trying to get Theon to watch it. Shang Wang?
Shang Wang.
Sheng. Shang Wang.
Oh, I never heard of him. Funny dude?
Well, I just saw clips on like a Netflix profile and I was like, I think like that. I think I'm gonna go watch his stand up. Like that's sort of
when I see people who speak my language, I find my tribe, baby.
Yeah.
I get you. So then it's just about being like when I went to Tony with San Jose, I was talking about how I regret marrying a strong woman. I go like, this is a terrible idea. Instant regret. You think you want one till you have one, blah, blah, blah. Talk about that, right? Talk about, I hate how women want you to meet all their expectations all the time. Like, it's too much pressure, right? We talk about this stuff. Yeah. So then I asked the guys in the crowd, I was like, am I alone here? Fellas like, no, you ain't alone. You ain't alone. We get you. I go like, now we're speaking the same language. Yeah. So then I go, okay, I take that because a lot of silence, I go, they're with their wives also. And it can be awkward, but I hear laughs. True. So I go like, okay, I have to get everybody comfortable. So that's my next goal. Okay. Is how do I make this now where everybody can feel free to comfortable and it's not a wife versus. And also, I'm opening. Right. So it's already going to be like, oh, she's going to be mad at me for laughing at this. Yeah. So now I got to like, okay, how can I make it more about myself and not about them? Right. I want to take the pressure off of them. Gotcha. And tell you why I messed up, how I did this wrong, blah, blah, blah. And now people can be like, okay, I laugh at this because my husband, my wife's the same way. Right? It's all about relating, right?
That's work.
It's work.
That's work. You think you just got on stage to tell jokes, but you got to listen.
It's work. You got to. And you got to take all that and you got to go, okay, cool. I got that. That didn't hit well. I mean, I said something and DC was like, yo, right now, it's a hacky premise. So just make it more unique. Mm-hmm. And I could take that as be like, to me, I'm hacky. Right. You know what I mean? Right. So I go like, oh, okay. So if I try something, say, oh yeah, try that. Yeah. Next time it goes way better. And go like, great. You know what I mean? So it's just those things. It's like crickets is a response. Yeah, silence, man, it's the greatest teacher. And you got to be comfortable sitting in pockets of silence too. Because I'll get a laugh and I'll just stay in it.
Yeah.
And to stay, then when the light dies out, like, yeah, man, I was thinking, you know, but you got to be able to take that silence, take your pacing. You got to be able to. It's all those things.
You see that with performers all the time. Like a good performer knows how to like stay in a moment with the audience.
DC is one of the best. DC is one of the best people to stay in silence, awkwardness. He thrives on the awkward moments. Thrives on it.
That's experience.
He'll bring an awkward moment. DC, it'll be rip, crowd crazy, blah, blah, blah. You see we come up, take this jack nice and slow. Have all the stuff on stage. And you like, get to this shit, y'all, and kill.
Yeah.
I'm like, why do you create awkwardness?
Yeah, that's his lane.
He's like, it's just I create my own energy. And I was like, oh,
he's hilarious. Like even with like his social media, like I'll be dying on like everything.
Oh, that's great. That's why I was like, and me and DC have the same problem of not being consistent on social media. But you got to have a goal with it. I think that was one of the things, anyways, is like when your goal is strong and what you're trying to do social media, you'll do it. You know what I mean? You pay me? Thanks, man. That young fake 50. It feels thick. Why is money so thick? Fake money, thick as hell. Huh? It did. She did it. I was in front of 4 rows for the first
I did,
show.
Dion. It's the one in the circle one. The other one has shrimp in it. You wouldn't like it.
I'm crazy and come by myself. I'm through my tears. You see, he's a secret weapon on tour. I see how y'all be clowning him so angry. Oh yeah.
Huh? No. Warm it up.
Bombing is great. You gotta be. You ever bombed on stage?
Huh?
You ever bombed on stage?
Yes.
Ever rode back with somebody who bombed on stage?
Oh yes. I've been the bomber. I've been the one who bombed on stage. They get them jokes. You really like, but then you also know it happens, man. It happens.
Like, what do y'all prefer? Like, if you bomb on stage and you're in that moment, like you bomb bad, you just regular conversation, or do you need to have that moment? Do you need notes at that time? Like, what needs to happen?
First off, it's the people who don't acknowledge the bomb. That's crazy. If I got off stage, I'm like, dog, I ate. Oh my, face plant.
The girl in the back, she laughed.
I gotta go back on. No, your homies would be like, hey, bro, that was a tough one.
Yeah.
Because then you be like, how you feeling? I'm like, hey, man, I took one tough. Woo. Yeah. How do you transition from a mom? You just go back out there and do it again. No one cares. Nobody cares.
Well, it's.
I'm not famous. Nobody cares.
The people are part of the show.
Right.
And they get to acknowledge what's happening. They get to be a part of it, like the
right. You don't remember the comedian's name that you saw bombed, right?
I don't.
Who cares if you bomb?
But if it's on Netflix,
he's gonna go back out there. They'll probably cut it, but he's gonna go back out there and he's gonna try again. You might even see him again.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna yell out, "You bombed last time."
Right.
You're gonna see what he goes with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He bombed so hard.
Hey man, that's a good. And if he's really about this life, he'll go back out and try it again.
Nah, he's done retired.
And you got to know different audiences.
Yeah.
Different things.
He's from Chicago. I'm gonna remember his name in a minute. Like pink suit from Chicago with locks. He had locks. When I went to go see Netflix is a Joke with 85 South.
Yo,
what?
That's so funny.
What?
My friend sent me that video.
And him bombing?
She said, "Do you know this guy?" And she sent me a video. She said,
"Oh,
so I'm piecing it all together.
Figure it out." What kind of rooms are the calmest to learn in? White rooms. You get all your clever jokes out in white rooms.
Oh, she still got look.
You know this? I can't tell.
It was bad, y'all.
It was so far away.
Damn.
Like,
I was like, yeah, and I remember you said that, but she was like, yeah, it's very rare seeing people bomb, but I remember this guy who bombed.
Bro, those are audiences that I don't do well in. I go like the younger black, they're already rowdy. It sounds like. I go like,
yeah, that was younger black.
I go
Rowdy.
like, I gotta bring a whole different.
We were
energy.
fresh off work. It was like a 6 o'clock show. It was fresh off work.
Cause I'm not a you ever been fucking this bitch? Like I'm not that guy.
Yeah.
I would like my daughter. Being married, blah blah blah. So but you also gotta bring a different energy, man. You do a black crowd in general, you gotta bring this is why white crowds are great to learn your jokes. I can go, is this clever? Is this funny? Blah blah blah. When you get to a black crowd, you gotta have decorations on it. It can't just be a plain cake.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It can't be unseasoned chicken.
Oh, we don't want that.
That mug got to be deep fried. Oh, is this lemon pepper? Lemon pepper wet? Oh, you put some extra shit on it? You got to bring it, man. You got to bring the energy. You got to bring the entertainment. Older black crowd is probably closer to a white crowd, but you still got to be, and you got to have that energy. You say, yep. Yeah, you got to have that. You just got to have this thing inside you. You don't have to be big and loud. You know what I mean? You don't have to be like, what's up, y'all?
Yeah.
You just gotta have this great energy. This crowd can feel like, man, how y'all feeling? I'm hyped to be here. I'm excited. I'm more excited than y'all. Y'all think y'all was excited? I'm excited to be here. Let's have a great time. Can you
be an introvert?
I am.
You are.
Yes.
You consider it?
I am 100% the introvert comedian.
Okay.
Huh? What?
It's also like the amount of energy you have to exude to like give to people.
It's a lot.
Like I feel like I would be shut down after that. You know, like when we did the Man on the Street shoot, like I gathered up all the energy I had to go out there and get people to agree to be on camera. And after about like an hour, I was done. Like I just shut down. I felt myself shut down.
Oh, this is a people meter. I got a people meter. I was like, oh man. And then when I was in San Jose, I was doing recording for 20, so I was going to people too. Like, what do y'all think about the show? What do y'all think about the show? And then I did that twice. Man, I was done. I was like, yo, I don't want to see a fucking soul. Huh?
Some people on camera. You get people like that? I'm good.
Very rarely people like, And you know, it's funny. I was like, oh, who cheating? Because you'll see some people just turn their whole face. I was like, ooh, y'all creeping. Ooh, y'all creeping. Better question, how many bombs can you handle a night? It's not about the bombing. If you're going on stage, you gotta, man, stand up. It's a journey. It's like you're building a career out of nothing. You're bringing laughs out of nothing. You're trying to get somebody who worked, who had a whole day, who might have just argued with their wife, to change their entire amount of energy to be excited to laugh. To change somebody from a straight face, thoughts that they had, to a laugh, that takes a lot of energy. That's a whole conversion shit. If you're going out trying to get laughs and trying not to be a better comedian, you're doing it wrong. You know what I mean? Laughs are great, but that's not the initial goal. Your first goal when you start is just getting comfortable on stage. That's people's most problem, is knowing that I'm not going to die after this. Who cares about the bombing? Who cares about the silence? That's nothing to do with being a great comedian.
Ego.
Until later. Yes, all ego.
Ego cares.
The laughs, man. And you got years. People been doing this shit for 20. Shit, I've been doing this since 2004.
So the laughs though makes it.
If you're doing open mics and you're worried about laughs, it doesn't matter. You go, okay, let me see if is this a funny area. If you get a laugh, great. If you don't, great.
But I'm saying, like, is that a high that you start seeking though? Like after you start getting those laughs?
Sure. You definitely
That's still stroke of ego.
You definitely can get that high from stand-up, no doubt. And I think that's why a lot of comedians do drugs. It's because they're chasing that high when there's no crowd. Because it feels amazing. You don't want to lose that feeling. But you gotta be able to like put it in a compartmentalize stand-ups, different aspects of it, man. Like I said, I just came back from not doing it for 3 years. So I go like, I'm gonna go do a full crowd, and I hope this gets some laughs. Mm-hmm. Am I trying to rip? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
I go like, I just hope that my timing is okay, and if I can get a laugh here and a laugh at these two jokes, and I go like, okay, I know this will get laughs. This is brand new. I have no idea what it's going to do. I might get silence, but I'm strong enough to take the silence because I know this is not the end.
Right.
If I bomb here, who gives a shit? Am I not going to come and do daddy issues again? Am I going to go high? I'm like, no, you go great. I bomb. Okay, that shit didn't work. great. Let me work on it for the next. I got another show.
Did you do open mics when you got like to get back into
I
it?
went right back
in?
because I knew my stage presence didn't change.
Okay.
So I didn't feel nervous. I was like, I did a show with Keon. Then I had already felt confident. I go like, I know how to do this. I've been doing this a long time. It just goes when they're like, hey, 2 minutes left. I go like, ooh, I fucked that up because my timing is way off. You know, and it's just like I don't know if these jokes are gonna work. I know how to structure them. I can try it. And every show went pretty well. I messed up one time really bad. I mixed up the jokes, and that was bad. And I was like, damn. I was doing so well until I fucked it up myself. But that's just what happens when you're thinking.
I'll be like, what was I gonna say?
Happens. I've seen people come up. Hey, what was the next joke? Oh, hold on, y'all. Shit, what y'all want to talk about? Like it happens, man. But then I also go like, oh, that's probably from somebody not doing it a lot.
Right.
You know, they're not in there. And then I knew for me, I'm like, I'm not in that. I don't have that rhythm right now, so I'm gonna be starting in my cadence is gonna be off.
Yeah.
I'm well aware. Better question. I'm better at casual conversation, banter, storytelling. My only drug other than comedy is food. Timing is everything. I definitely learned that from SJ. When I got into stand-up, man, I just thought about, damn, I can make people laugh at the cafeteria back in high school. How do I do that? And I was watching Eddie Griffin's special. It's one of my favorite specials, Dysfunctional Family. And Eddie talked to the whole crowd like he was just their friend and he knew him. He's like, man, I'm telling you, Nick, when I say such and such, and I was just like, dog, he looks like he's having a convo with his friends. Right. And I just took that. I said, if I can look like I'm having a conversation with my family and friends when I'm most casual, and that's why I always look at the audience as like, man, these cats is here to laugh with you.
Yeah.
Once that changed my entire.
They paid to laugh with you.
Yeah, I'm like, these cats are here to laugh with you. They want you to do well.
Yeah, that's
They
true.
want to laugh. You know, that's true. They should boo you if you don't come with the funny because they're like, hey, man, I paid to laugh.
I had the 2-drink minimum.
Oh, yeah. I had to get a babysitter, pay for parking.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like you should be doing like some master classes.
Me?
And putting them on. I feel like every time I hop on camera with you, we're going to talk about something. We talked about writing one time.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking about jokes and the art of joking.
Yeah.
And validation, the need for it, and what is it? Yeah, you should. You can break stuff down.
Sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah, I don't know who's gonna do it for you, but
that's why it's not. It sounds like a lot to do.
It is.
That doesn't fit in my. Chaz and his masterclass of comedy writing only on YouTube page. You know how much work it is to put on a class together.
It is. So just choose the subject, outline it, and then talk about it.
That sounds like
it's too much.
Chaz is a whole master. I appreciate y'all. That it sounds easy, right? But then I have to be like, and then you're gonna start finding more stuff, and you dig.
Then you add bonuses. You just keep adding stuff to it.
Yeah, I'm not doing all that. You just got to catch it when the Twiller makes everything sound so simple. But Twiller, you're a grinder though. You can have an idea for something, and you can go, I know we can work our way through it, and we can do this. Here's a process, each step. No matter how tedious it is, you can do that.
That drives me crazy about myself.
It's a thing, but and that's the thing. I go like, I can't do because writing drives me nuts. This part, the actual typing, I hate typing. I go every fucking letter. I gotta get to 90 pages. That drives me nuts. Really? But so like even when I write a script, I use my outline and I put it in there. Yeah. And I just reformat my outline essentially. Yeah. Because I can't start from blank. Yeah. I go like, okay, here's 20, 30 pages to start from.
I feel like that has to feel better anyway than like looking at that blinking cursor, like
and knowing I have to get to a
yeah.
Because even when I build, I don't build from scratch. I might like here's a log line. I build off of that. And then my log line becomes my synopsis. My synopsis becomes my. I would not start from.
Like I always have like new. Maybe I'd be more motivated if I saw.
No, what you're doing. That's a crazy ability. I get jealous. I'll be like, yo, Dion drawing. That's crazy.
That's crazy. I kept one of his doodles. Trust me.
I go like, yo,
like, what is this?
Yeah, attention to detail. I can't do that. Yeah. I go like, so the hardest part to me is like. Because once I write the outline, I'm exhausted. And I go, like, I'm done with this shit.
I hate outlines.
And then you got to go like...
But the script is more... Like, if you have a flushed out outline...
It's easier. But then that's the tedious part.
That's my favorite part, honestly.
The actual typing.
Like when I can type it and I can start throwing dialogue in, and
the outline to me is the best part because that's the whole creative part.
It's the creative part, but I feel like to get to a good outline, like I get stuck on like plot points. I'd be like, what has to happen here?
And that's when you stand up and you act it out, and I do all this stuff, and I go like, that's the fun part. Oh, got it. Okay, but we can try it. You can always change it later.
But just adding dialogue, and then like I feel like if your outline isn't fleshed, now what I get frustrated with is when your outline isn't as like fleshed out as it should be, and then you get to something critical, and you're like, this doesn't make sense. How do I type this out?
Brush yourself into a wall.
Yeah, I hate that.
No, you got to grind out the outline. My outlines for a movie, I try to be between 25 and 30 pages.
As you should. That's
right.
Yeah.
And so if it's not that, I go like, no, we're gonna. And sometimes you get too excited. You be like, ooh, I can start writing this now.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, dog. Stay disciplined in that outline.
My first act of my outlines are always gonna be bomb.
Oh, mine too.
Always.
My first act be fire. my first act and my ending be fire.
I know exactly that.
And not the whole ending, but my last couple scenes of my ending. That fucking middle, shit
that
show.
part.
Shit show.
Like
You know what? Somebody explained it, made it a little better for me. He told me there's two things. He was like, the second act. I said I hate second acts because you can go anywhere.
Yeah.
And he said that's the fun in games. He was like, that's the push pull. That's when you torture your antagonist. That's when protagonist. So that's when you do all the good stuff, and then you take it away from him. You give him something, you take it away from him. He was like, it's the cat and mouse game. He was like, all those things you think you can do, you do there. So having that freedom helped me a lot to get more excited about it because I was like, oh, okay. He was like, that's because he was like, who cares about the beginning if the middle sucks? Yeah. But he was like, that's the most fun part of it. Yeah. Which I always thought it was about the ending and the beginning. So then I was like,
no, that's where all the conflict is. That's like, and I know it's critical, but I liked how you said like you get to torture him and give him stuff and take it away. That should just give me a scene. That's great. Thank you for that. Yeah.
Man, it changed the way I started thinking of things. And the other thing was, I can't remember what book it was, but it said there's two acts in Act 2. There's the wanderer and there's the warrior. And the wanderer is the guy who's new to the situation and he doesn't want to, he reluctant. We know that, right? And he says the warrior, he's like, it doesn't have to be the part where the, like you have like, I think in the first act is usually what they call like the call to action or something like that, right? But he was like, this is the time when the person starts believing themselves and they start being the assertive one and they start trying to take it to the villain or the bad guy and try to get ahead of the game. And I just, those two things help me break down second acts. I go, what is my character running from? And then once he realizes this is happening, how does he become the aggressor to the antagonist? Yeah. And that really helped me write a second act. Now that's good. Great. And also, of course, knowing your character and where you want them to go. The more you know your character, the better, you'll be.
I think sometimes I know my characters too well. Like I'll do way too much work. I don't know if that's like the theater background in me.
Is it a bad thing?
I don't know if it's a bad thing. Like, but sometimes characters just stick with me. I know this character.
That sounds really good. Yeah. Like, and I think that like the better man. I tell people like, your stories, fuck your stories. Your character's journey is the story. This is about such. I don't care what your story is about. Who is it about? What makes them tick? What makes them happy? What makes them sad? What makes them want to do this thing? Why? All those things it's a character's journey is the story. Yeah. Because you can take the same idea of any story, Star Wars, and if you make somebody a rageaholic, if you make somebody an alcoholic, if you make, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's those things that change those stories.
The themes are always going to be the same. Anyway.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm like, you can have the exact same story, but from one character being soft and the other character being sunny, if you take Godfather and you switch Sonny Corleone with Michael Corleone, totally different movies. Yeah. Sonny dies early, Michael dies early, and if you have Sonny Corleone being a hothead through the entire, you get a whole different, you know. That's I'm like, I always wanted to see Sonny Corleone being this hothead going through being the Godfather. Yeah. But he has to die. Yeah. So that's good. Yeah, I'm just really like, man, that's what makes those character journeys, man, those stories. I'm like, if you're a character, that's a great skill. And then to me, it's less harder to get stuck on second acts when you know where your character wants, where you know where they're going, you know what decisions they'll make and why. Man, if you can say why somebody does something. Yeah, that's true.
I found the script I wrote that was so bad. It was like grad school. So bad. This script was so bad. I think I found it like a year or two ago.
Yeah.
And I was like sat down and reread it. Like the premise was great.
Yeah.
I think like maybe just having to turn it in by a deadline just
Made you-
destroyed it.
I
It was
found
so
one
bad.
from 2011 that I wrote.
Oh man.
It's wonderful and awful at the same time.
Yeah.
It was about these two dudes who work at a retirement home. All right, like an old folks facility.
That's fine. Okay. Yeah.
And then it's a really raunchy movie. It gets and I remember reading it like, yo, this is so wild.
Oh no.
So in the beginning, like, I don't know, let's say there's a kid named Travis and a kid named Scott. Okay. Scott's like the he's selling Viagra pills illegally in there and something else. He was doing some illegal stuff. And Travis was just trying to get through school.
Right.
And so there's like an old mob dude inside this retirement home who's working with Scott. Scott loses his money. The mob people are trying to kill Scott.
Oh Lord.
Okay?
Yeah.
Now, Travis is along for the ride. They try to blow up his whole place. Blah blah blah. So now, meanwhile, there's this dude. They come back to the retirement home. They're like, "What are we gonna say?" It's like, "We can just stay here for the night." They watch this dude kill his uncle. Okay, they're hiding in the room. He doesn't see him. He kills the uncle, and he kills the uncle's roommate. So they're like, "Oh shit, what do we do? What do we do?" And he's like, "Yo, we could call the police, or we could just live our lives as them. No one knows. No one knows that you can't go back home. I can't go back home. We can just be these old people. I know a dude who does all this makeup, blah, blah, blah." So they wind up living as these old people.
Oh my gosh.
Blah, blah, blah. So the dude comes back the next day who killed him was like, "Oh, I heard my uncle passed away." No, your uncle's right there. He's like, "Who the fuck are these guys?" Because I know I killed my uncle. Night, right? And his roommate.
Yeah.
It's like, "No, this is right away. He goes, Scott." So he sits down. He's like, "Hey, uncle." He's like, "Hey, nephew." Blah, blah, blah. They do all this stuff. And then you find out that his uncle was rich and he's trying to get his money. So now this guy's trying to kill them. At the same time that these mobsters are trying to kill the other dude. So you have all that happening right here in this retirement home. Now, premise was fun. It was silly.
I was like, that's great.
Very raunchy. It was these old ladies keep trying to smash the young dude because now they have to get inside this makeup and they work here. You know, that they go back and forth. She drugs him. He blinks in and out of riding him. All these things.
God. Yeah.
Once I got to the second act of this movie, this shit fell completely apart.
No.
It was a bank robbery in the middle for some reason. It was so many things. I was like, why is this here?
What was happening?
What is happening? The ending was awful, but my first 22 pages.
You set it up great. It
was wonderful.
It sounds wonderful.
That shit fell apart instantly. So now I was looking at it like, can you even fix this?
I think you can.
I had to start all over.
Yeah, that's the frustrating part when you find that you have to people are like, just start over. And I'm like, I can't just start over.
I was like, yo, this live stream is trash. Come on, like. It's so ridiculous. It'd be awkward watching it, but you have to do it. I don't know if I was like, the time I did get my passion right early on. Yeah, you need to post that chat. Here's the thing about deadlines, man. I don't give myself a deadline for anything. I just keep working on stuff every day until it's done. I go, I'm going to keep doing this little bit. I don't care how little it is. I'm just going to keep getting closer and closer until it's done. But I hate deadlines. I will not work for a deadline. Unless there's a check. There's a check part of it.
Of course.
Deadline it up. But people are like, you got to give yourself a deadline. I was like, I don't do that because I know it's not real. You can, if you're disciplined enough, you can give your one stuff in the head. And I'm like, man, fuck these deadlines.
But like for myself, maybe it's harder. But if it was like, Twilly, we got to turn this in for a pitch or whatever, I'm staying up. It's gonna get done. It's done.
I'll be like, man, it should get done tomorrow. Chaz missing the Godfather makes the live trash again. Come on,
Dion,
like, why are you trolling? Why are you trolling, bro?
Look at his face.
Yeah, so why are you trolling, man?
You want to sit back here?
This podcast has the same story line of that trash.
What is wrong with you?
I'm leaving, man. I don't need this harassment. I can go get no love from my wife.
You said what? Yeah, it's a good floor plan.
Then popped this thing out the car. I was like, hey, I've never seen my pull a whole plant out their car before.
Where'd you get it, Dion? Dion, where'd you get the plant?
Oh, man.
They gave it to me.
What'd you just eat, man? Smell delicious. Oh, is this taco truck next to y'all good? Huh? You have no? I do.
He ate garlic noodles just then.
Oh, it's delicious.
Did you not just eat garlic noodles? He was confused.
I didn't grow up with allowance, so that probably explains why I don't like to move unless I know it's for a good cause or a reasonable amount of money works too. Man, you just gotta do things. It's just goals, man. The more I dive into goals, the more it's easier to get stuff done. I just go goals. What's my goal? I hate not reaching my goal. That what drives me. I need to reach my goal. So strong goals, man. Strong whys. I reach my fucking goals. That's how I feel.
Like you okay?
That's how I drive myself. I'm like, yo, you really gonna sit here when you have goals?
I feel like I'm more motivated by my wants. Like I want to do something, so that's when I know I'm gonna do it. So if I kind of have to like change my language to myself, like not like I have to meet this goal, but I want to do this. And it's still a goal tied to it. It's a goal tied to it.
How do you do that?
It's it's still step by step, and I feel like it's still very goal oriented. But like for example, working out. It's easy to be like, oh, I don't feel like working out, or but the fact of the matter is, once I work out, I actually enjoy the process. And I enjoy working out. So I had to start saying, I like working out. I'm gonna work out because I want to.
Man,
I want to work out, and that's helping my consistency.
I love that.
It's helping me.
I'm jealous because I go like, yeah, I want to do this, and I've been sitting in my car like, oh, fucking do this. And then you just like, I have to. I always have to. But you know what? I used to get mad at myself because I was like, no, you get to do these things. And I was like, yeah. But also I was like, there's a really good ability being able to do something you don't want to do because you have to do it. Right? And be able to go like, I know I don't want to do this. I know I'm not excited about it, but I have to go get it done anyway.
Right.
And to be able to push yourself into like, yeah, whatever. Just go get it done. Quit crying like a little bitch. Go get it done. I go like, that's not bad. Because even when I'm writing, I go like, because I don't want to do anything. Yeah. So if I could, all I would do is play video games all day. Yeah. That's it.
That sounds great.
I would do nothing but play video games all day. And yeah, I wouldn't even talk to wife. I'd be like, oh yeah, where you going? Great. You and Derek together? Cool. And I would just keep on playing video games. But it's just like, hey, you gotta go do some shit. So I'm like, all right, bro. Now you gotta set your goals because I would not get anything done if I don't have a strong, clear goal.
Now I'm a person that believes in goals and vision boards.
Okay. I used to have one. I gotta get one again.
Yeah.
When I left Tony's house, I never put a new one up. But I had a whole wall with like stuff written on it, like things I had to do or things. Yeah. I never had things like, do you want stuff? Are you like, I want a house, I want this kind of house?
That's a section for that. But then I have like my career and like financial goals and like I did mine to the point where it's aesthetically pleasing enough. I put it in a frame, and it's like by the area where I get dressed, so you can see it.
Can I see it?
I actually do have it.
Yeah, let me see it.
I don't know if I have it in the frame now. I just have the actual one.
I vision board.
Yeah,
I lied to see it.
I gotta see what it looks like.
I lied about everything.
You really have a burrito?
I was moving.
Oh, you wanna go over there? Yeah, oh, let's go.
What time they shut down on Saturdays? Okay.
You said 4?
You want to?
I ain't spending no money because I want to be rich.
I got you.
But I want ice cream later on today. So.
Because I'm about to go. I gotta go to the gym after this anyways. The burrito gonna be heavy in the stomach. We're gonna be in the pit. Every time I move, burrito gonna blow. That's the burrito dancing.
So it's
gonna
take a while.
Audio of we're doing comedy.
Yeah.
For the first time. I was trying a lot of niggas. I think of the nerves.
Yeah, it happens. I cuss a lot early on stage. When I'm developing, it's a lot. When I don't know what to say, it's just getting my thoughts out. As I start crafting and writing, they go way down. But in the beginning, I'm getting these. I'm just like, I have read something about like all these brilliant people cuss. They say like Einstein used to cuss a lot because they don't spend their extra brain energy on trying to filter out the words. They just go off and say what they say to keep their brain energy. Right. And after that, I was like, oh, nigga, if Einstein can say it.
I actually I can't put my vision board.
You,
but these are the type of things. This is like directors I appreciate. My healthy living. Yes, there's a house, but these are the bosses I look up to. Places I want to travel. Not all of them made the board, but like working out. Locks, that happened, y'all.
Hey, okay. So, but how do you put it all on one piece of one sheet?
I put it on one poster size thing, and let's see. I have this. Here it is, actually. So it's a poster, and I had the poster printed. Oh
wow!
And then I just framed it.
So there's no real sections. Everything's up there that you want.
Yeah.
Damn it, that's fucking dope. Mine was just a bunch of words. I was like, oh, this. It was all over the place. Okay.
Share mine a little. Okay. Let's see if they can see it.
Can you see it? That's really dope.
Mine.
That's really dope. Okay.
This came out, guys.
Who came out? Oh, I love that. I got to do that again.
Yeah, I like that.
Because when I did it for the first time, man, yeah, I was getting stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, this and this and this. And then the kid came. I have a vision. I told you, like, it's the first time I've been sleeping in like 3 years easily. These last months.
It's stuff like that, which is why I feel like when I discovered that people have night nurses, postpartum doulas, nannies, I was like, yes, if this is going to happen, it's going to happen this way.
I get it because shit, yo, man, these dark circles came. I was like, I've never had dark patches on my face. Yeah,
oh, no.
I said, yo, because people just like, where you been? I'm like, I'm exhausted.
Yeah,
I'm like, it's tired, and my mom is there to help us. Not at night. She do the night shit.
Yeah. No, I was like
during the day.
On one of my travel groups that I'm on Facebook, somebody was like, having a kid in the 40s, how do you do it? And all these Black women were like, sis, you got to get a nanny. You got to get this. Like they're like, this is what we do. This is how it works. I get to sleep. And I'm just like, now that's dope.
That's dope. I regret it. I really felt like 3 years was just like, I felt like I was just hanging on for 3 years.
Yeah.
And now it's like, oh, I can see light again.
Yeah.
I can go do stand-up.
Imagine people do that back to back.
That's why I don't understand. People like, you and yoga have nothing? Fuck no.
He's like,
neither one of us want this again. Because it's like, we just now talking about, can we travel again? Can we hang out?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, man.
Come here, bitch, come on.
And messes you mentally too. Feeling better to see Chaz better rested after that Izzy beat down. Oh yeah, Izzy. She got me good, man. Oh, Dion, let me upload. All right, y'all. I gotta go upload this. I can get this back to you because this is yours.
All right, y'all.
Thank y'all.
I don't know how I ended up on this.
Yeah, Twiller cat. Oh, Twiller. All the time.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna peace out too. Hope y'all enjoyed.
Oh, dude. Movie? Series?
What?